a disgusting roster.
I mean, yeah, disgusting is an appropriate word. Terrifying. Pick just something menacing, and this team fits that to the bill. We talked earlier when we were speaking to Dallas Empire, the reigning world champs, about how that is a team that fully stuck together. Well, Atlanta FaZe, they took their core, right? Abizi, Simp, and Celian, they stuck together. Their stats are going to be insane. Everything about these guys is ridiculous. They were the most consistent team throughout all of last year. However, in spite of that consistency that they had, they still only won 2 tournaments. They did not win champs, and anything less than a win for this team is a failure in their mind. And of course, they're rounding out the roster with Arcides, one of the best AR players. Again, nothing but positive things.
Nothing but good vibes for this Atlanta FaZe roster. Again, let's meet them, friends. Abizi, Arcides, Celian, and Simp. You see the tiny terrors on the wings there. Celian, one of the great standouts in that squad, and Arcides, the latest addition to the team. What do we think about Arcides? We think of an incredibly strong AR. We think of an incredibly strong in-game leader, and that was one of the weaknesses we saw Atlanta FaZe have during that Modern Warfare season. There was no one really doing the shot. It was, you know, it was crowded.
なんかフロリダってめっちゃメンバーがあってね。あ、そっか。
Arcides, but in-game, Arcides is already bringing so much. And let's not forget, Arcides went on to win a world championship in BO4 with Abizi and Simp at his side. Like, there is so much trust and chemistry already in this squad. So again, a lot of love going their way. Real dangerous team. But again, Florida Mutineers, this is a new look for the squad. Neptune, one of the standouts. When it comes to the amateur scene, we've seen him do incredible things and challenges. And of course, you got Awakening on the end there. Sky's a great AR. And Slack. Put some respect on Jerry's name, man. He's been around for a long time, a true champion in the form of Slack, and again, a lot of serious, like a big position to fill. Let's be real, man. Like on an emotional level, on a professional level, it's exciting to see Slack back in the league. And if you haven't gone to the COD League YouTube channel and watched the video where they talk about their roster and they talk about how this affected them, it's well worth a watch. You know, Slack puts some really strong and powerful words out there, not only for the fans, but for his teammates and the whole community. It is ideal. Cannot wait to get into this series, friends. Again, this is the last series of the day. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves wherever you are in the world. I understand in Australia it's like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning right now. If that's you watching right now, thank you very much. But for everyone else, we hope you enjoyed the show. Almost ready to go, Chance. Almost ready to rock and roll, brother. Almost ready to just get into this. Let's go. Oh, by the way, I'm loving this. I'm loving this whole green screen. You and me in this like background thing. We're in these boxes. We can bring a lot of energy, a lot of fun. 2021, baby. Let's get it.
I'm looking forward to it. The green screen's paid off beautifully. It took a very long time to set up, but I think it's paying off at least so far. And just to get this out of the way early, I think for my money, the player I'm genuinely most excited about this year, I think it's Big Wake. I think it might actually be, because the performance he was having last year were genuinely unbelievable. Like, that's not even the worst word to describe it. Like, that is an accurate description. I want to see if he can keep up with it again. I'm excited to see what this man can do.
Yep, very excited. Another man who we're all excited to watch play is Simp. One of the most exciting talked about Call of Duty players since he popped off in BO4, and see if he can find a repeat here. He was nasty to watch in MW, but right off the rip here in our first hard point here on Garrison, we're seeing a nice lead from the Florida Mutineers. In from behind comes Neptune.
正面から釣れずにアクションマッチしてんね。
Shout out to Neptune for keeping with the sort of I want to say aquatic nautical names being a part of the Mutineers as well. That's just good branding all round. So go you Florida Mutineers. What a choice.
So are you saying the skies is like completely letting the organization down?
The sky is an important part of anyone who's out at sea. You know, you can see where you're going based on constellations and whatnot, and cloud patterns and all sorts. But hey, there's plenty in here. There's plenty of
この形になった時点でフェーズきつくない？
all season long.
そうなるよね。
Well, they're not audible from the deep, from the back, whatever it's going to be. And Neptune able to find one, gets the opening, able to kill Arcides as well, or he doesn't need to because Awakening is there. This was a hill that the only time we've seen it today on Garrison was nothing but full 60s. This is the instantaneous break coming in from the 40 meters. That is as Clint was get perfectly hit around the back, the baiting, and switching between Neptune and Awakening was on point. And they flipped the script immediately. This is not a blowout of a first 2 hills, or it is a blowout of a first 2 hills. We'll see if they can keep it up. The FaZe already battling from the back end.
Yeah, this is a great start from Florida Mutineers. And again, this team, they have quite an exciting little bit of history. Again, grand final finishes. Atlanta FaZe have taken some of the most historic losses, well, the most historic loss on a single map to the Florida Mutineers last year in Modern Warfare. Fun to see them going at each other now on a brand new title. Hardpoint wide open, no one quite on it. Again, FaZe playing more for map control right now, and they've got to deal with a lot. Because here come the Mutineers right through mid-map. They're punching now through the vents room. Simp, first up, takes care of Neptune. He's got a lot more to deal with, though, so I hope he can get that health back up. Fighting fit ASAP. The teammates are showing up. It's going to be that AR of Arceties helping him keep things going. And Simp right through that wood, through that metal wall, just cuts down Slacked. Doesn't let Skies get away without a couple of bullets in his backside. And with that, Atlanta FaZe still holding on to the hard point.
And Celium, by the way, on this, he'll put in work, at least on the front 30 seconds, right? He played top green, was shooting a couple players in the back, and he did so much to get that mid-map pressure for his team. Simp knows exactly where he needs to look towards the front. And this isn't going to be quite a full 60 because Simp had to back down for a few moments, but they are right back into this game just off of one hill. So mistakes they've made in the past, they have absolutely made up for and then some. Talking about this rotation new, you can see number 2 on your minimap, Skies and Awakening. He knows what the deal is as well. You need to make sure that that vents control does not get let up. And as soon as I say that, FaZe is actually able to flip around on the outside, not winning all their gunfights, but Simp may be able to make a play.
They flipped faster than Microsoft's Xbox Live pricing. That was pretty quick. Towards that next hard point we go, 45 seconds up and about. Awakening's in there, sitting at 6 on 6 overall. So one spree. Got to deal with the BZ now, one of the most aggressive players in the league, one of the most does go down to Neptune behind, but Sim's there to pick up the trade of his tiny Terra companion. And with that, the hard point back in the hands of Atlanta FaZe. Able to possibly take the lead here, but the pressure still on its way from the Florida Mutineers. Slack from down low, big wake from up top. Able to get something. Slack wins a big fight there against Sim. Celium from up high. Beautiful transition on the second. Skies goes down as well. Celium making these kind of kills look easy, but that is disgusting.
Yeah, that's too clean, man. Just the slide and the aim, just the hyper awareness to when he's getting the call out of like, hey, he's in trash, he's on the hill, knows exactly where to look. And all of that, of course, for a 3-point lead going into the new hill. Celium, of course, effectively by himself as one player that's trying to work his way up through at least the top side of Catwalk, but FaZe, not an opportunity to get inside the hill yet. Just need to keep Florida at bay. The trades are not going to be there as Neptune able to find 2. Lead taken back over by the Florida Mutineers. And with that backspawn, you'd think they'd be good, or maybe Slacked actually from top green. Potentially going to start shooting some players in the back. But a little bit of chaos is FaZe. They're all over the place.
Yeah, it's hard to keep a track of them. Good job there from Neptune, keeping that one lane safe. Doesn't let Arceties get involved in the fight. Simp cut down on the point. Finally, the Mutineers start to pull away with this one slowly but surely. Playing again from this top green position. 20 seconds remaining in the hard point. And Neptune, not a bad debut here in the Call of Duty League so far. 12 and 9 overall. Final 10 seconds of this hard point. We go back to our first position.
Potentially going to start shooting some Tune able himself as one player that's trying to work his way up through at least the top side of Catwalk, but FaZe, not an opportunity to get inside the hill yet. Just need to keep Florida at bay. The trades are not going to be there as Neptune able to find 2. Lead taken back over by the Florida Mutineers. And with that backspawn, you'd think they'd be good, or maybe Slacked actually from top green.
内訳でここ取ろうとするとやっぱこうなるぐらい。こういう形になるよな、やっぱり。
Good job there from Neptune, keeping that one lane safe. Doesn't let Arceties get involved in the fight. Simp cut down on the point. Finally, the Mutineers start to pull away with this one slowly but surely. Playing again from this top green position. 20 seconds remaining in the hard point. And Neptune, not a bad debut here in the Call of Duty League so far. 12 and 9 overall. Final 10 seconds of this hard point. We go back to our first position, and with Awakening trying to apply pressure to these players from FaZe on spawn, Arceties will cut him down for his troubles. And now we go back to first. Second set of rotations now underway, and it's going to be Neptune. Gets his first feet into the pool here. The rest of the squad now moving around him. Awakening guys out on the far left-hand side of the map. Spawn should be relatively close for now. As here comes the push from FaZe. Neptune, though, from up high, finds himself 3 kills in a row. We love to see that. Trophies go down. He's going to do what he can and now push these players out. Somebody's going to fill the spot of the hard point. And Neptune starting to look a bit nasty here. Can he find any more in this single life? A 3 spree and a ton of time. Can't quite make it 4 as Simp cuts him down to size. And Chance, what a lovely 30 seconds of the hard point that was.
And I will say, dude, Neptune, I mean, the kid taking it to the tiny tears, and he is keeping up, and where he falls Awakening and Slack in the feed, get the clean 4 down, 20 seconds left on it. And frankly, they don't have to really out-rotate towards this hill, or like they don't have to go for the break. They got there first. Neptune does get dropped, and maybe it's just up to Awakening. You can see him towards the back of the map. Well, he gets taken care of as well, so FaZe doing a nice job to at least stabilize on this rotation. But they were broken once before. They cannot afford to have it happen again. And you got Celium up top green as well. They get the clearance. They've got everything that they want. Florida so far away. I mean, 50 seconds left on this hill. You get one opportunity to try to force around the back. You try to go through green. You're just going to get caught. Abizi does that to Slack. That is 3 down once again. Florida, this is looking like a full 60 that will not be going their way.
Might just rename this point the full 60 radar or something. Like, you get one good wave. You're absolutely right. And after that, it gets very, very difficult. Spawns on the left-hand side of the map there for FaZe. Spawns over towards the next hard point there for the Florida Mutineers. And at this stage, again, you kind of just go, right, it's 20 seconds, just pad it up. If we can get a break or a couple of kills, just a contest even, it's so hard to do so. Celium's on a 5 spree, 15 and 9 overall. He is on a tear. And Atlanta have already made it to next chance. While almost getting a full 60, they're now set up for next.
Yeah, this is why I was saying, even when there was like 35 seconds
left.
Add it up. If we can get a break or a couple of kills, just a contest even, it's so hard to do so. Celium's on a 5 spree, 15 and 9 overall. He is on a tear. And Atlanta have already made it to next chance. While almost getting a full 60, they're now set up for next.
暗いてないからといえば暗いてないからだし、アンラッキーといえばアンラッキーだよ。
The full 60 is going to FaZe because I was expecting Florida just to chalk it up and play in the back for this spawn because this is where FaZe started to turn their game around. Now Slack inside the hill doing a nice job, but I think Florida may have shot themselves in the foot potentially a little bit. Just trying to force their way too much on that last hill, but all this pressure coming through the back. Awakening is there, and he is blocking the members of FaZe spawns and just straight up winning the gunfight. So talk about making the best of a bad situation. Big weight coming up, big. Florida able to flip. And not a dire situation at all. Instead, they're just trying to run this score off.
I mean, watching Arstees from that situation, he got his guys spawns for a brief moment, but then the pressure from the Florida Mutineers just pushed them right back. Final 20 here on the Generator's hard point. We're going across the map once again. And FaZe, they will have it right off the rip. Wait, I didn't know you could bang that one. I like it. I didn't know that. That's new to me. Learning all the time. Notepads out. Neptune on your screen. Can't quite take care of Abizi. Middle of the map safe. Over towards the box we go. And that's going to be a nice hold already from FaZe. Can they hold on to this one? Try to pull this game back. Florida have been crucial on the breaks. We'll see how they go here.
Inside the hill, he has checked every direction multiple times. He's able to take one to the grave with him. But right now, it's just going to be Neptune hanging out inside the hill, and actually Skies from underneath the Sky tank able to pick up 2. So this is once again Florida. They just find a way to get these breaks. They basically just ran up and take it right out of Atlanta's hands. Got a 50-point lead right now for the moment. Skies on a 3 spree, can't make it 4. Beezy able to trade him. Very back and forth hill we're having on garbage. Slack able to pick up a nice.
フェイズとフロリダ、マルティ、
By the way, Florida, they've
マ
done
テ
a
ィ、
lot of the difficult work, right?
これ読めないんだよな。
Fantastic position
マ
on
テ
the
ィニア
next
ズ、
hill. It'll be under
フロリダとアトランタ、ATL だね。
Make that run through mid. Skies once again. That big old AR from up high.
見た目だけだとさ、なんかだいぶフェーズがロテとかいい感じにできてる気がするけど、要所要所でフロリダがいいところまで上がってて、あれないよな、枚数削ったりしてるから、多分こんな点数になってんだろうな。
Behind. Timing on the pinch now could be great. Got to coordinate this with Skies, and there's the opportunity for a break here. Awakening, making all the noise in the world. Skies now straight on the point, doesn't look to the right, and it's going to be Sim. And you don't kill Sim, that's a problem. If you don't kill Sim, he's going to stay alive and just keep applying this pressure. Even when he's so tagged up, Sim is still dangerous. And the fangs and claws really start to come out. There you see the still backed in there, way on the left-hand side of the map. This is going to be a difficult break for them.
He's still upselling, I'm pretty sure, around this like trade area, going for some kills. He wins his one on Neptune, and he's able to stay alive. And this just means they're going to get trapped. You are constantly going to be spawning out towards the back tank. Every death you have at the end is going to punish you on this spawns. Everyone from Florida going to be tucked so far away on the left side of the map. They're still in a good spot, 32 points.
レンガまで取れたら強いよねっていうのはわかるけど、理想系だよな今の。ここの。
I mean, you have what? Celium inside. He's thinking spawns are going to flip, but no, Florida is still just stuck that far back in the map, and Abizi's taking down 2 with them. The game has turned on its head.
And this chance could be it. I mean, right now they're still holding point. Cell looking over lights. Arceus finds the top two from Cat there. And that Cellium takes care of Skies. If BZ's on slack, they are mowing their way through the Florida Mutineers right now. The wind has certainly left their sails in the wrong direction, and this is going to be a tough one. 10 now for the win. All FaZe have to do is hold on. Time to get it done. A couple of nice kills, but there's no one close in the contest. Run! Run, Florida! Get onto the point!
レゴのフェーズの固めがうまかったな。5-1でもうダメだったね。
Good lord. I mean, towards the end, that just seemed like two-piece after two-piece after two-piece by different. You know, that was an event.
あ、サーチのガリソンなんだ。
Of all the events, but hey, a new dawn.
サーチのガリソンとかをダクトゲーミングじゃないの SMG また。アパシー出るって。
And it will be interesting as well. Obviously, we just saw this map get played between Gorillas and Surge. I think we have a fairly good indication of some focal points of the map, but it'll be interesting to see if these guys play it any different, have anything creative to pull out, or more standard setups you see on defense at the very least. Florida, same type of thing, right? You don't want anyone to be able to push out a green. That's Awakening's job. Get someone in square, get someone in bricks, make sure the alleys cannot be pushed up. So fairly standard stuff. And it does seem like FaZe is maybe thinking about pushing out towards green.
指令入ってることバレてなさそうだよね。多分報告入ってなさそう。やっぱすげえな、シンプル。
That barrel was tight. Manages to get away with it. Awakening still going to hold this side of green. Oh, hello. Run, Wake. Oh, man. Saw too many players. Both he and Slack managed to get away with their lives. And here come the bait switch. Sells out. Neptune managed to find one. Arceus trades him out as well. And what a flurry of action that was. Sky's winning a big one on Simp there now by the backside. And that's going to be a 2 versus 2. Bomb goes down at B. Man, it's all happening.
こっちうちがよくやる攻めして、その後 LG 取れたよって言われてから即座にこっちシフトしないだろうな。
Up, play the power position. This guy's working his way through lights. Arceus has not peeked it yet, but Arceus, they're just going to be here for the gunfights. The Chow comes out. Skies wins another big one-on-one. Selling last man on top. They do not know that he is here.
確か会場見れるよな。ああ。しんどそうも。
Skies has got to win the 1v1 from that position. You think Cellium's going to challenge? Maybe, baby. That's going to be about it. Skies is going to peek a boot and say hi. He's going to get the kill. And a nice round to fade.
勝つんか今の。
And that is tough towards the end too, because Skies, in my opinion, honestly made the perfect play. I think it was what Skies said in that 2v2.
Cellium's had an amazing career, man. From
advantage, and Simp, who was lingering over towards lights that entire time, was like, "Hey, come plan over towards B. It's nice and free." Put his team in that 2v2.
Cellium's had an amazing career, man. From a player who, when he first joined the league in BO4, no ice. Could not handle those high pressure situations. Now, it's just
おうおうおう、指令ラッシュ。逆ラッシュや。
Ample trade. 2v2 situation. Arceus now left alone in a 1v2. Makes it a 1v1. Now he can make things. Nope. Okay, peace out. Florida Mutineers.
思ったより4ポ側の人数多くて、4ポとセンター多くてしんどかったって感じかな今。ここ2以下とかで読んでたけど3いたもんね。サナさんは出ないんですか？出ないですね。サナさんは PB ノットローディングですよ。海外の人たちはなんか狙い分かりやすくて面白い。
Not quite a similar setup, this time much more B focused. You got Cellium on the heady and caution, which Neptune, at best, he will throw his shoulder. At worst, he's just gonna.
多分割と FB 取れるの待ってっけど。
You push from this position, there's a lamp to the left-hand side of you which just broadcasts your entire shadow. Whoever's watching that position, it is not a pretty place to be.
こういうのは多分 BG が読み間違えたら終わる。読み間違えてこっちに詰められたり、この写真で死んだりしたら終わる。あ、今のいいね。こっち潰しに行こうって思ったんだろうな、フロリダは。
Might bit off a little bit more than he can chew there. 25 seconds on the clock. There it is. Florida Mutineers starting to tighten the grip Another good round.
Skies is having himself a nice game. You will be able to get your best play. You see the idea.
今シーズン G は多いとか言われてるけどさ、別になんか
The nade was honestly just for this exact
公式が悪いことが多すぎて。
Sellium did the right thing, just goes for the quick shoulder to try to go for the
最近の G、2つのなんだっけ、2つの G、フラッシュフラグとSR スモークの GA ってさ、運営が悪いからさ、あれは。運営が悪いっていうか、運営が動くからそういうことになったわけで。でスモークはバグがあるからでしょ。ワンウェイ車線ができちゃうから、あれ、一旦禁止にして、でスモークがなくなると SR が強くなるから SR なくしてって話でしょ。理解できんだけどね。僕は。指令入って今、こっちへの車線増やそうとしたんだけど、無理だったね。知りつぶしに行くね、これ。多分行かないわ。結果的に潰れたのか。オーエイクになかったから。SR ないとサーチなんだよ。俺 SR ない方がサーチ面白いから。やっと警戒したけど、ああ、いいね。ちゃんとスカイズも詰めてた。スラクトどっから来た？スラクトじゃない。オーエイクニング。あ、回ったんか、普通に。もう知れいないなと思って。SR はね、いらないっすよ、マジで。邪魔や邪魔。あのフリーキルの塊嫌いやもん、マジで。
With basically no map control at all that they're able to pull off. So fantastic stuff. And of course, well, if not the three from Big Wake, the four spree from Skies, he is definitely feeling pretty good and gets the information on a BZ, who if he jumps up this time, may meet a timely death.
結構Aボエっていうか、こっちのラインに寄ってるね。フロリダは。一番もう L 字まで取らせていいっていう考え方かな。ここまで来たからもう多分ないけど、その考え方ないけど。この作品 4v2 とかきついよな、マジで。特にガリソン。この作品っていうか、ガリソンがきついか。
Yeah, they're on cruise control right now. They're feeling themselves. Maybe more nautical-related jokes. I don't know if boats have cruise control, but they're killing it right now, man. Just across the board, everyone putting up numbers, mix and match the strats up as well. 4 spree for Skies, 4 sprees for Awakening, and a 3 for Neptune. The invisible boatmobile and go on forward, back on offense. It's looking like a 2 mid, 2 through caution kind of strat. Actually make it 3 mid, so they got all the lanes covered. You're going to see these subs potentially start making moves. We haven't seen any square pushes yet.
さっきネプチューンここで FB もらったけど、行くのかなこれ。また、あ、引かせたね。またやるんかと思ったわ。74有形してください。いや、それは無理っすね。MP5 がゴミな限り無理だと思う。ウェイクニングはセリウムだから。ああ、こっから死んだんか。まあ、それ負けたら終わりやろ、今の。
I like the play from Neptune, man. Like, I feel it. He's trying to create an angle. He's trying to.
74U は消えませんよ。MP5 があれ、もうちょっと強くならないから。ここ強いよな、マジで。ズルだと思う。これのせいでさ、もう日本が辛いってのはある。でも逆にさ、あそこ使ってるってことはさ、なんか、ほとんど一人だよねって呼んで、こっち複数人で潰しに行くのありだと思うけどね。だからあの位置ならもうなんか待機でなくて11交換しかできないと思う。このハポきつい。ああ、そう、だからこっちからこっちに行くのはもう無理。 ほとんど。
But again, that could have been a
ほとんど不可能だから、こっち取りに行くってのが一番いい。
low defense here from the Mutineers.
指令からのピーク誰かキープ、1ポトカでキープしつつ、こっちからこう行くもあるのがいい気がする。
He is the front line right now for the Florida Mutineers. That 8 right in the center of the map. Everyone else sort of watching at their own position, but it's him. He's trying to make the poke, and it's actually going to be Skies that gets the first blood. A lot of damage dealt there. That player was easy kill.
何で死んだ今
Right in the center of the map. Everyone else sort of watching at their own position, but it's him. He's trying to make the poke, and it's actually going to be Skies that gets the first blood.
これは、
That player was an easy kill.
これはもったいなくない
Trying to move forward. Oh, and it's on the Neptune. He takes the barrel out. He does get Asties with the barrel. The shots were off, and for a good reason. Now it's on a Simp, trying to make the challenge over towards Neptune. Gotta try and clear out these players in mid. Slacked in from behind. Oh boy, doesn't quite kill Simp. There it is, finally, and it all comes down to Celium. 1 versus 2 situation. Make the challenge over towards Neptune. Gotta try and clear out these players in mid. Slacked in from behind. Oh boy, doesn't quite kill Simp. There it is, finally.
セリウムもうちょっと早く動きたかったけどな、これ。
1 versus 2 situation.
まあ、しゃあないか、でも。
True patience right now. 20 seconds on the defuse. Can he get it? Celium with nerves of
設置はしてんのかも。あれ、通ったんかやめたんかと思ってよ。やめたんかと思った、あれ、設置。だからあれ、待ったんね。設置してなくてあれだと思ってた、2v2 だと思ってたから。そうな、フェイズ。あなたはフェイズではございません。待って、設置分かりづれえよな、これ。感染して。
This is so good. This is so good. Alright. Lovely games to be had here in the Kickoff Classic. Cell. Superstar that last one. Yeah, we're slowing things right down. Arsty's back in all fatal.
しなくてよかったね、なんか毎回これやってる気がする。
I'll see you guys in league play. Come challenge me from that spot. See how it goes. Still a 4-on-4 right now. No bloodshed. Skies. Oh my god. If BZ jumps up there and kills him. Dude, I was gonna say.
That's what happens. You get hurt.
乗り込むも決めたか今。
I was like, if the BZ can even get up there and get the kill, like I'd have spat my.
ビジは多分今動かなくてよかったと思うんだけどね。ダッシュで我慢しましょう。しません。
Cell now. Providing ample assistance in this matchup for his squad.
コポのライン見て死んだんかな。ぽいな。これはなんかシンプルに。シンプルにあれだね。ドリルのカバーいけなかったのがきつかった気がする。負けたのが全てじゃない。まあでもフルヘルスだからな。フルじゃねえわ。ネプチューン SMG でしょしか。今どこ強いわかんない。みんな強いんじゃない？でも見た感じ、ダラスは強いかなって感じ。わかんない。海外プロのそのレベルの中であれしてっから、その競い合ってっからわかんないんだよな、俺も。
Now we've seen Slack from on the ground position. He made plays with this a few rounds back, and Sky's more aggressive than he's once been. Abizi, though, you can't fool him twice. Gets the first
勝負にしに行ったね、アビジ今。スカイズが。アーシティーズが多分車線からミスった。でもこっから死んでるっしょ。オーエクニング、神父は。ああ。果てのネプチューン。これはなんか、なんだろうな。これ1-4の方でミスりすぎじゃない？神父と誰やっけ？アシティズ。なんかそれがミスったから負けた気がする。シンプルに。多分、あれでしょ。セリウムもネプチューンの方抜くしかないと思ったんでしょ。ガチでおはようございます。
Safe in that corner, barely exposed, but enough for Neptune. one round away for Florida. Of course, keep in mind, even the hard point.
これ確かフロリダ勝つんでしょ ?3-2 とあれ。結果しか見てないから分かんないけど。1日2試合見る予定だけどさ、この次のパリとロンドンも3-2ないよな、確か。
Once again, Old Faithful, RCDs again, probably the exact same spot responsible for green control. I mix it up ever so slightly.
エントリーだけここで見て、あれか、ヒレからの進行は後ろで見るって感じなんか。
Tense is the way to describe this moment right now for these players. If someone else can find that first spot, that'd be super cool.
こうなった瞬間にネプチューン2人で潰しに行くってのありだな。こう潰しに行ったね、今。潰せたは潰せたけど潰すか。1枚こっちにいるって分かってるから、あ、もう1人も勝ったね。どうすんのかな、これ。全員 AR なんだよな、これ。
I would say, unfortunately, though, since Green got given up, they were worried about the flank. So now when they're responding to that pressure, the actual fights are coming back here. The shot punch from Celium leaves Awakening in a 1v2. If he clutches, they get the game.
Killed him so fast. He was like, no idea what to do now in a 1v1 situation. Oh my god. Awakening just flew. He still hasn't got his HP back. Now he's full regen. Ring around a Rosies. A pocket full of posies. A tissue! A tissue! And Awakening falls down. We go to round 11.
潰せる1枚抜いたの多分、あれだろうな、1枚人数削り来ると思ったから、思いっきり引いたんだろうな。何これそんな演出あんのラウンド入れの演出。いやもう、スカイズの AR はいいね。
I think maybe, honestly, only one square hit has really been attempted from the team that's on offense. Maybe this will be the round where someone takes a crack on offense for FaZe. But if not, fairly standard stuff. Simp responsible for vents and vent side of the thing. Slacked, of course, down low, waiting for those fights. Slacked and Neptune down low, waiting for those fights. So round 11, double vents stack up. The barrel got taken care of.
これあれか、B 攻めでダクト1枚しかいないやるを見てさ、1枚キルした後にもう1人いましたみたいな。
all they know. You get that one piece of information to work with. Oh, Slack tagged up heavily. Maybe someone to go for the
リキル1キルは狙えそうだけどな。
Beautiful timing.
スカイズが完全に引いてるのか。
See you in the next map. Raids yet to come through. Celium getting aggressive. But Beezy just so unlucky to look left when he should have gone the other way. Oh my, an Awakening is going to get away with his life. That is a staggering kill. Now, Atlanta FaZe.
消えちゃったね。
Two players down. RC's is going to try to pull this one back. Now it's going to be all on him. 1v3. Awakening gets the tags. Here comes the follow through. Neptune in a situation now where he should be able to take this fight, but RC's is going to make it really work for him.
ああ、いいね。なんかそういう引き方いいよな。
That's going to be that. The Florida Mutineers, they just outmaneuver FaZe in those final few moments, and what a lovely round 11 that was.
なんかフロリダ勝つべくして勝った気がするけど。
Beautiful stuff. Clean through and through. Big wake had some nice.
ネプチューンがめちゃくちゃ死でいくの面白いけどね。でも構えだけはあそこ担当してんだろうね。おい、コントロールまでガリソンかよ。ふざけんだよ。全部ガリソンじゃん。
Watching these players on the defense of Beezy from down low. Skies may find the first blood. We're about to see things start to really pick up. So let's hear it from the horse's mouths themselves. Time for an Astro Gaming listen in with Atlanta FaZe.
No, I'm just needing point. I'm on top bridge. I need light. Looking at left. How many lights? One's our top green. One's
なんか一生おるね、ネプチューン指令に。
Our numbers. Win that B. Win B. Oh, I fucked up a name. Oh, he's in our fucking arc. He ran away? I repush that. One shot. That could be it.
Good vibes, good times all around as Atlanta FaZe try to get themselves back onto this point, and I trust I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. I mean, this has been This has been a little bit more exciting.
どのチームも A までは取れんだよな。
Here on Garrison.
And I would say the most fearful moments you ever have on defense on a map like Garrison is when you
多分フェーズも A は捨ててんだろうか。
green or over towards A. Slack was able to get over there for the moment, just like Big
ここまで上がれ
is
てない。
over here now. You can see Simpin and Beezy trying to hunt him down, get him away from this position. Simpin that back alley and Beezy and Bricks. The nades are there to try to force him down. The off the map play gets the kill. Can't quite get back on. But at the very least, the point, or at least the other point over towards B, has been captured. And a fair bit of map control. Florida, Neptune may be able to get through.
That was like two guys who have just fallen off a cliff in an action movie and they're like punching each other on the way down. It's like, you're both dead. One of you's gonna win the fight. Awakening just wins it. 12 lives for FaZe remaining. There's 16 for the Florida Mutineers. They've got a little bit more cash to throw around as they try to purchase this real estate towards their A side. Guys,
すごい丁寧だね。
Sim finds 2. Okay, I didn't see that coming. That was his 4th kill of the game.
これさ、こうやってここで湧くん
With
で。
those kills, it does look like we are able to make a lot of space here, but you can't forget Awakening is still in the spawn of FaZe right now. Sim's causing a ruckus on that front line. But don't forget, Awakening could cause a lot of trouble here, and it does look like Abeezy's on the hunt. I mean, he is sniffing him out, but he has yet to find anything. Awakening's about to ring the dinner bell. If he goes in towards that
Awakening があんま情報を得てなさそうだけどな、この時。
The in-game announcement, let them know exactly where he is, and that's it. Come and get me, boys. Come at me, bros. Ouch.
Oh.
All right, I know hide and seek doesn't have teams, but if it did, I never want a BZDB on my team if he's a seeker. He just spent like 45 seconds checking every corner. Meanwhile, Awakening is just like sitting on A the entire time. But either way,
あの時点でライン上げることにしたフェーズが素晴らしいと思う。
never spawned up to be like, oh, nope, we're good. Because they had so much map control. FaZe all up in their business. A absolutely not going to get capped. And really, it's just about making sure you get as many kills as possible. I think FaZe is going to have a little +2 on the scoreboard in the kills column after round 1. But either way, nice job, because obviously, if it wasn't for Simp, this two-piece right here, if he does not get those kills, that could have been an absurdly problematic round on defense. Florida absolutely would have had the opportunity to get that pressure over towards A. And instead, they basically got stuck in their spawn the entire time as Simp went on a rampage.
I mean, we can surmise most of that analysis to say that Abeezy probably sucks at prop hunt.
Yes, worst prop hunt player in the
Potentially.
league.
Potentially.
Actually, no, he'll be better now because he just explored so much of the map. He's probably seen parts he's never noticed before.
ガリソン
A
は
good round for FaZe.
A がきついから防衛マップなんだ
now
ろ
on the defense, trying to hold this line. They can bounce back again, ideal in these defensive situations, and it's on Skies now in your POV, trying to stop the onslaught from FaZe. Let's have a quick Astro Gaming listen in for the Florida Mutineers.
う。スラクトどっから来た
He's holding plat. Need it. Waiting, he's just holding. Still there.
No, Simpson's their truck. Simpson's their truck.
Jumped off, he jumped off. Top
Jimmy.
gas, top, one shot, caution,
Yo.
there's no one there. He jumped off,
What's our truck? He might
He's on the play, he's on the play. I spawn green, or fucking break, sorry. I need a B point.
I'm underground.
Under phony then. Yo, mid truck.
Totem, or top, caution. I don't see the guy mid truck on you.
Yeah, I'm pushing dead. I've been dead. Got the trophy. I'll give you my U. I've been left. No, he pitched me lines. He's already got the AR. He has the AR. Don't be
behind me, lights.
ライン継続的に上げてっから B ポン入れないね、フェーズ。
I'm going square. Can you get bricks? Yo, like Cat said.
SMG がすごい上がってる。
Cat said somewhere.
I mean,
Mutineers trying to hold that line.
Pushing.
the last side square.
Can't see any major takeaways from the comms.
Yeah, well, Neptune's all about his business. I guess less so for the comms and more so just for the kills, but he just went on a 6 spree on his last life. And absolutely the most focal reason of why no progression had gone through on B. Finally, a tick is through, but still 28 seconds on the clock. If FaZe falter here, that could be the round. Florida just looking for a set of kills, and Slack, of course, well, he literally doesn't need to peek, and if he does, he dies. Sim trying to make the play, got a round back, and Selim able to get the second as well. That's a 2-for-1 trade. The pressure on the point is good, and B should be nice and secure for FaZe on offense. Now the question is, how do they approach A? Will they be able to set up for spawn?
今のセンターのやつ、シンプルやれてればもうちょい有利稼げてた。
That was such a decisive way to break the stalemate there. Now we're stacking up for FaZe, trying to clear out these angles, find that one opening they have in towards the A zone, and Abeezy trying to make something happen. RC's going to catch a wild Slack, who's just making his way out front. Oh boy, Abeezy's starting to pick up the kills, Awakening now by the doorway. Next up, spawns are good for the members of Florida Mutineers. They're much closer to the zone. Arceus finally goes down. Again, Slack comes straight and back off spawn. Celium trades him out. The life count is in the favor of Atlanta FaZe for now. And if they can just keep killing their way through Florida, that's where things work out. At this point in time, very, very difficult to get in on that A site.
They're trying to go through green once again. Simp has been able to take 2 kills, but you see all of the Florida Mutineers arrows. They're around the point. Neptune behind 2. Reaction time from Simp. Nice and clean. Again, forcing it through green, you can try, but it is not easy. So now they're going back towards the flanks. Florida not quite at their setup. It looks like number 2 Skies had just swung the rung. Now they got the setup they want. The kills are clean. Perfectly done by Florida. Abizi alive on the deep side of bricks, but really it's just a 2v4 around the point. Both those
きついよなここ。先端の枚数めちゃくちゃかけてきてんじゃんだって。センターからの。
I believe from the first round was a 2-life lead from FaZe. I don't believe that final kill came through. They're able to add up an extra 1 in the kills column.
正面見るっていうか、指令の方見るの1枚でいいのが強い。
You want defense, but it is certainly not by a wide margin.
Another strong defensive round, Chance. That's becoming the staple here, especially at the Kickoff Classic, where I would imagine defensive games work out.
Or 70% of the rounds we've seen so far. Like, generally speaking, you're going to see, like, B get cap first, and then you try to work towards A. But we've had maybe, like, 3 moments where any team throughout the day has put themselves in a good spot to make that break. That just means that's like the least scrim thing that you're going to have. So it's definitely going to take time for these players to get a little bit more used to exactly when you need to turn for spawn kills, exactly when some players trapped. But certainly, at least early on, a very defense-sided map as Florida now working their way potentially wherever they want. The kills are kind of back and forth. Simp though with his kill bottom green, running out like a maniac. Guys are going to take it down, but Arceus, the man, potentially set up for a couple spawn kills.
フェーズがなんか付き合ってこなかったですね。
He's going to get dropped, and again, it is just a fight for any semblance of control.
Doing what they can. Uh-oh. Whether the bullets don't get it down, the barrel will.
情報は入れないね、フェーズ。
Black now trying to clear out top control, and it's going to be over to Abizi if you can find the kill. Just about, nice stuff. A little bit of space to work with now. Arceus up next.
人数削るだけで B 完全に捨てて、あれじゃない、A の形で守ってないこれ。受けられないようにして。
Very impressed by the youngster. Very impressed.
その割にはセリムがピークしたりしてるけど。
Slacked, still trying to win those fights upstairs. He's almost done. We're about to hit that second tick. Nice kill on the cross there from Abizi. It's on the Sky's now alone. Second tick complete. There's the quick contest. Sky's actually doing this completely alone. Abizi's going to now try to make the push. Ooh, Neptune gets there just in time, Chance, and that is going to give Florida a very slight life lead.
Either way, it looks like Simp is actually behind enemy lines. Awakening's trying to hunt him down, and he's able to be successful with that. But Celium wins a big one on point. So, again, this is just about time wasted. 13 seconds stopped on the clock.
スラックとが読みを間違えた瞬間に終わりそう。
Give up B, but Abizi again, middle of the map, being a menace.
読みを間違えましたね。
Stop the push out from A coming as well. So they might be able to just retake this point. You get 2 kills, go look for these kills. Abizi challenges out again, a few more seconds off the clock. Skies is there for the good cover. Still just 10 seconds left. They're so close to that final tick.
There it is, just. Awakening, just positioning himself by the doorway of lights there really stops anyone contesting that position. Skies with a nice kill into Abizi there. Again, that's 12 lives now to the 10 of Atlanta FaZe. Skies is on a tear. 17
これはスカイズが強いだけだぞ。
3 in a row. Now the attention goes towards A, and Skies continuing to just plow through Atlanta FaZe right now. This could be huge. That was the 20th kill he just picked up. Huge.
スカイズ一人で全部ぶっ壊したけど今このライン。
Have Florida on the A point for the first time in a long time. Just about to get the second.
勝てるんちゃう？
Is there anyone in there to contest? No. Here we go.
あでも後続が全部倒れてるのか。
If Neptune can stay alive in this situation, and that was a tough ask. But man, good progress there from Florida.
リスよりあるから50分使って。
The final man up. The 2 ticks is nice, but again, it's just getting there at all. That is really the problem.
まあでもコントロールのバーも残り1ゲージだから。
Might get shot in the side depending on the timing you see. Again, green is just going to be locked down by Abizi and Celium. Brick pushing the back. Simp, 2 big kills. Talk about the playmaker. The nade doesn't connect. And now he's got the teammates' support for the pressure. RCD is over towards the side. Simp nice and healthy. Gets shredded anyway, but hey, he did his job. 3 respawns remaining for either side. Celium in sort of bricks. The pressure's coming through. Florida, the hit is in.
ああ、これ
Kinda
し
come through
んどい
bricks.
と思うけどな。
But BZ finds those kills. Here
19 上
comes
のや
no
つ
more
だ。
respawns for Florida. Neptune just gets by the skin of
あ、
his
でも
teeth.
19上で死ん
Now
だ。
Atlanta are out of lives as well.
え
It's a
もう
straight
一名
up.
どこで死んだ
The hit is in. Trying to come through bricks. Not a
Yeah,
lot of
not
love.
but BZ finds those kills. Here come the no more respawns for Florida. Neptune
これはもったいなくないだって、ここにいたやつが先に死んだらさ、そらここのやつも死ぬでしょ。
just gets by the skin of his teeth. Now Atlanta are out of lives as well. It's a straight
私
up
たち先に戦う
44.
順番こっちだからな。
Can they capture the
こっ
point
ち
in
先に
time?
戦わせ
Can anyone
て
get there in
その後
time?
こっち打たない
Sky's
と
trying to win a fight in mid-map. RC
幅も
does
クソも
manage
な
to
い。
get one. A BZ now making his way forward. There's a slight contest. They're going to capture the point. They've got to keep someone left off it. That's going to be that. I'm not sure whether it was the kill. No, they captured the zone. Florida managed to capture the zone. A BZ was the
ネプ
last
チューンがうまい
player
といえば
left.
うまいんだけど、
Absolute pandemonium.
もったいない気が
And
するな。
finally, a big offensive round win as the Mutineers break the cycle.
Throw back to what is assuredly a top 5 play from today. I know it's early on.
スカイズがここぶっ越したんです
Disgusting
よ。
stuff.
やばい
He
よ。
went on to get a fifth right after this moment as well. RCDs gets dropped in the alley. I think that round was on Neptune, man. Like, obviously, the 2 ticks of progression because the Skies was nice on the approach, but Neptune was like the lone man over on site a little bit later. He was able to pick up 2. I thought the round was over and that FaZe was going to be clean on defense, especially when back to the mat picking up 2 pieces, but Neptune, to his credit, found a way. And Skies, of course, as you'd expect from a main AR, but continuing what he did in the search, 24 kills to his name. Feeling pretty good.
One sneaky slack. Can't be too sneaky when there's players all around him.
思ったより引いてたな。
Starting to get captured. Neptune backs up on the defense. Nice timing, good awareness. Much more important to player's life in this situation. If you start to have a 2 point.
B 入らせる守りはもうめちゃくちゃ上がるしかないと思う。
Defense still heavily favoring towards that A side. B, they're letting it go. They're just letting it go. Skies
入らせるからつ方法はそれなりにあるだろうけど。センター使うとか。
Also goes down. Simp getting real involved. He's a fantastic player to break those stalemates. We've seen him do that a few times now. Absolutely fearless, clinical in the offense. Now we go over towards A. RC still trying to control that top side of the map, but a very, very healthy amount of lives for both teams to work with here. Just under 2 minutes on the clock.
This is by far the best opening, I would say, for the cap on B we've seen on Garrison all day. They had 2 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock when they first capped.
Oh my god.
And obviously, the 22 lives to work with.
来る前にやりたかったけど
Not
無
an
理だった
easy
ね。
man to kill. Annoying on the mat, clean movement from him, able to stay alive, caution, but that pressure on A, half a tick, already come through. Florida maybe trying to flank up through green, not easy. They got 3 bodies on this point.
Starting to work up pretty quick. Second tick is about to
取られそうだけどな。
This will push us to a final round. That's going to be it. Got to get someone on the point fast. Awakening's trying to take care of the reinforcements. The spawn is in. RC's is just crushing them on point there. Here's the quick contest. Slack finally gets the kill. They're going to drain that final tick.
全部取られたからきつかったか。
Now try to make sure that they can get some control of that top green position and make this area safer. Look for Atlanta FaZe now to try to poke a hole in the defense. A few of them making their way through mid, but it's on the Skies. Once again,
ロリラはちゃんとクロス組んで、センターの崩しは読んでるね、ちゃんと。
Minute 20 now left on the clock chance, and we're going to slowly but surely see these lives start to whittle away as FaZe have got a couple more to throw their way in the attack.
Oh.
Nice kill from Selim there, potentially to opening things up. Right now, it's Slack by himself on the point. He can't watch green all by himself. The flood just like that is in. 3 bodies on the point. You stack it, and just like that. Florida a little bit too.
センター抜かれた後何もできなかったの言いたかったら今。邪魔やこれ。俺はそういう就職じゃないね。
Just gets straight up bully as it was all 3 players. I think coordinated fairly well, flying out of green, and the support not quite there. So as much as we talk about how difficult it can be on offense, 2 back-to-back examples of you just need that one moment, that clearance to get out towards A.
こんなのもあるんだ。
Because really the site is all about control. It's just so tough to
ラウンド
flood
5よりやっぱラウンド11の方が。
front, but once you can pull that off.
回数も多いし。
Some head glitches on that radar truck, you are good to go.
マップ5、ラウンド11っていうのがあるからいいよな。プレミアム入ってください。プレミアムはちょっとお金ないんで僕ちょっと貧血なんで。口座に来年の書き分しかない。
Slowly but surely making their way in towards their B. Slack's going to need a little bit of time. Selim on the quick drain. See these fights all season long. Very, very difficult. The finesse you have to have around these situations. bait and switch.
フェーズの最初のラインはもうなんか事故がないようにしてんね、完全に。
Easy goes down finally. We're going to see Neptune push his way up through that pipe room, try to get back in towards the B zone.
そんなポジションあるんだ。
Cdl can't get any more in mid as he's cleaned up. Now we're starting to see a little bit of the cleaning squad here from the Florida Mutineers. Make the middle of the map safer so they can start to make some kind of play in towards B. But final round, here we go. It's 40 seconds remaining. And the Mutineers, they have been stopped dead in their tracks. Oh my god. Oh my, what was that punch from Slack? Alright man, just hit the button. Killfee's just gone crazy. Sky's killing teammates for trophies. It's all falling apart. However, we now do have Skies on the B zone. He wins a big 1v1 against us. Not his trophy, just him. First tick done. 31 seconds on the clock.
I mean, yeah, you saw the call immediately from the members of Phase 2. Just go through bricks, make sure that we get all the pressure in the world up towards A to make sure no one comes through green. That's exactly what Selim and Simp are working on right now, playing corners up top. Selim able to take down one. Neptune just going to dip out. The nade actually should be good to clean up one. That's going to be the case, but unfortunately, Phase just running rampant all over the map. Neptune really the last one alive for his team. He's going to get cleaned out. And all the pressure, all the map control they had, gone. Now just 18 seconds left on the clock. About a half a tick of progression they need.
試練も取られてるから割と入らせない形作れていってんだよな。アワイキニング次第。あれも試練抜いたら。
Oh my word! Don't give him a chance. There we go. We should see a B capture now. Neptune's already playing fast ahead for A. Oh boy! He lands the shot punch. That's all good. He will have to back on up. Stays alive for now, but again. You have to keep the pressure up in towards A. You cannot let this go bad. And I think at this point in time, Neptune's making the play. He's honestly making the play. Take care of these players. Create an opening for your boys to finally get in there on the A zone. And this could be it. Awakening now going to pick up the slack. Manages to take care of a few of those attackers. And now it comes down to Awakening. Gets in on the point. A 1v1 that he does not win. RCT's now flooding forward. The remaining members of the Florida Mutineers also trying to get involved in the fight. And no, they will go down as well. As does Neptune. Celium with another ridiculous two-piece. And you can breathe a sigh of relief for just a moment, Chance. 35 seconds remaining on the clock. Mutineers have got to go.
So though, you can't go too fast. You can't get caught out. You need to make sure you get these trades. And really, you don't want to have to trade anything. You just need all of the kills. Neptune's gotten through, and that is 3 down. Still though, you can't go too fast. You can't get caught out. You need to make sure you get these trades, and really, you don't want to have to trade anything. You just need all of the kills. Neptune has gotten through, and that is 3 down. He can look for spawn kills here. Everyone's coming back. 2 are going to spawn out back tank. You still need 3 ticks of control. FaZe has plenty of time. The Neptune in the spot, able to get the first, the second coming through as well. This can be done.
Quick cap. First tick done. 1 respawn left for Atlanta FaZe. They've got 1 life to throw at this, and then it's all on them. Florida now, second tick done. Here comes the push. It's going to be 1 and done. They have to get down. 2 kills go the way of FaZe. Neptune finds 1. Slack gets another. The contest is there. It's all on a Slack. Finds the 1 kill. There are no lives left. This is it. They have to get on the point. Is anyone close by? The kills come through. A BZ may have done it. There is less than 10 seconds to run across the map and kill these remaining 2 members of FaZe. This is what it all comes down to. Neptune over the top. Arsenes gets 2 of them. Can Skies do it? No! Seconds to run across the map and kill these remaining 2 members of FaZe. This is what it all comes down to. Neptune over the top. Arsenes gets 2 of them. Can Skies do it? No! Oh my goodness!
多分1-1とかだったら多分フェーズ負けてたと思う。
Man, we love control.
Good lord, and timed perfectly too. I don't even know what part of the round this is at. This is like at the middle part. None of this matters. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. The 2v3.
判断できたフェーズがすごいわ。クロスロードからちょっと過ぎていくよ。よいしょー。 よいしょ。よっこいせ。さあ、見るか。
Dude, love the snow. It just reminds me of Minnesota back when we had land. Just so many good things about this crossroads strike.
Oh, come on.
Let me tell you, dude.
Come on. It was so good. What a map of control that was. Giggity. All right. Back at it we go. First time we're going to see crossroads today. This should be very, very interesting. And again, I think I have to kind of fade.
このサーチとかいうゴミマップ消えてよかった、マジで。
I mean, this map is tiny. This
マジ
map
で不
is
憫
like
だ
the
な。
back of a napkin.
不憫じゃない、不毛。
It's very small, and everyone's close at all times. So let's see how we go. Right off the rip, we're going to see Mutineers manage to get in there a little bit. The kills are going to go back and forth. The BZ on these quick contests. But again, that long line of sight right down the center of the map. Very, very useful position to be in. And again, Skies is doing what he can here. Neptune backing him up. But like, man, we're going to see those AK-74Us ripping throughout the snow here today.
And I will say, just to give you an indication of how you play this map, at least off the rip, the amount of pressure FaZe has been putting on the bottom right side of the map, that is the way you retain spawns, right? Like, even if you're sitting up top office where Neptune is looking now, you will start to spawn out on this P1 hill if you don't have control of the bottom of the map. That's exactly what Cdl is doing. Meanwhile, of course, his teammates, inside the actual point, they have to build themselves a very small lead in Neptune. Talk about giving Cdl the gunny. Of course, you might have to do it one more time because Cdl spawns right back up, and, well, no success there. But an important start for FaZe to get able to keep control, get this control of P2, try to bump this lead up.
They'll do what they can. Rotations of this map are stones throw away. Nice three-piece there from the players of Atlanta FaZe. Ooh, big win there from Slack in a difficult situation. Cdl doing a bit of parkour on the outside, goes down. Skies trying to make his way through the outside of the ice river. Frozen tundra out here in somewhere in Russia, I forget. Need to look that one up. The hard point now sitting in the hands of Atlanta FaZe. Again, these close-range gunfights, the bait and switch, that's what you're going to want to see. RC's now trying to bring the AR to the top of the steps, provide some form of assistance. The spawns are getting pretty squirrely right now for Atlanta FaZe, spawning the bottom left-hand side of the map. Not too bad for now. We're going to see Florida once again take a bit of control. And dude, like, this map is insane. This is so fast.
It's insanely fast, agreed, but that is also perfect from FaZe. They just got the spawns for P3 and P4. You talk about rotations being important. If you get these back spawns on the third hill, you're good for the next 2 minutes. Like, you're just feeling great about future situations just because of the ways hills 3 and 4 are stacked towards the back of the map. So if Florida don't get a break fairly quickly, this might get a little bit out of control. It was about a 30-second game difference between these two teams when this hill started. And right now, to Florida's credit, they do a nice job of getting inside the point, making things a little bit messy. Of course, Neptune, though, by himself, delicate situation to be in, but maybe he doesn't need too much help. Able to pick up a couple kills along the way.
Nasty. RC's now trying to make his way forward. The entire FaZe roster on the left-hand side of the map, and here they go. Every single doorway they can possibly find, try to flood in. Just try to coordinate the fight. I mean, you have to watch this in slow motion to really see how impressive
散歩時点で割と無理してリサ取りに行こうとはしてないね。結果的に取れそうではあるけど。
To that left-hand side of the snow, top left on the minimap. This position that Cdl is in,
よくわかったな。
difficult to break. Slack though, oh, he just runs through the snow like an elf.
Snow.
Didn't manage to pick up the pieces though, and the spawns are still good for Atlanta FaZe. They will retain control.
And I will say, Florida just came incredibly close to making the P4 break. I mean, that is as close as you could possibly get. Unfortunately for them, no success. And, well, now you see the difficulty. Players just stacked up inside the hill, and they're going to spawn up. Actually, not towards the rock. They get enough pressure. Florida perfectly done it. Unfortunately for them, no success. And, well, now you see the difficulty. Players just stacked up inside the hill. Actually, not towards the rock. They get enough pressure. Florida, perfectly done. The first attempt was as close as it could be. That gets stuffed, and it takes them all but 15 seconds to just come out and start spawning FaZe out once again. Perfectly done. Shout out to Ricky Atora, the coach, who I don't know if he just figured something out or if they just had the cleanest possible break, but job well done. I thought things would spiral out of control. Again, I marked that FaZe had a 30-second lead going into the third hill, and they had the spawns, and Florida somehow just takes it right back. They get the 60 points instead. That is an insane run the Mutineers were just able to pull out.
Florida, man. If it was our first. 4-man push right through big door. Tim's going to find a couple here as Slack tries to set themselves up for not only the first hard point in this next rotation, but the second. Can be Skies picking up the time. In and out he goes. BZ finds that first kill. We're staying on board with the Simp for this life. Try to quell the chaos. It's very, very back and forth. The Simp keeps this spree rolling. Finally taken down there by Slack. But that hard point is still relatively uncontested. Florida finally get a player in there, and it's on Slack now to try to watch not only the top side of the catwalk, but also try to prevent those players coming in. And right now, it's pretty gross.
This setup is brutal. Skies is literally spawn killing them. He was able to pick up 3 already, 4 on the streak. He literally just got all up in their business, and again, just because Awakening is down in bottom ice blocking those spawns, Skies has the freedom to do it. That is just an abusive setup they were able to throw up on board. Just a few seconds left on this hill. All the spawns coming in. I don't think anyone from Florida should be spawning out, and even if they die towards the end, you can hold it to make sure you're nice and secure. 50-point lead right now the Florida Mutineers have. They got the setup over towards New. Skies just does not lose gunfights. Hell of a series the young man is having.
This is disgusting. I was going to say another disgusting player, Cell, trying to make his way forward. This is a really, really dominant run he's had. Close. Oh, big weight. Can't finish the kill. Cell might stay alive for now. If he can kill Awakening, might be able to help flip things out for now. But again, he's got to win that fight. Mutineer still holding the hard point. Spawns for FaZe still out and about on the left-hand side of the map. And just managing to catch Awakening before he could really get involved in the fight. Now the foot race is back on. Neptune in on the point, takes care of Simp. Immediate transition of the player in top office, but his teammates are already there. The Mutineers looking squeaky clean here on Crossroads. This is fast and furious. Over towards the next hard point we go. Chance to fire truck here in the ammo room. Oh boy. When was the last time a player from the Mutineers died? What's going on?
I mean, I have no idea, but even FaZe starting to spawn out. Skies is back in the power position over towards where the next hill is going to be. And even if FaZe are able to keep the back rock spawns, which it looks likely, that was still just so much time given away. But maybe the setup they can get now a little bit better. Varsity's nice and pushed out past P1. He's able to find some kills. Mid-map control, obviously in the hands of Simp, albeit briefly. You're going to see FaZe again, just those constant back rock spawns. Basically, they have to make sure that they just don't get run over by Florida again on this rotation, because Florida just pulled out some magic to make it happen. Cellium being much more delicate this time around, but just gets snipped out. Awareness level 99 for Awakening. 2 big kills, gets the 3rd as well. They're spawning around in front of him. We get to see exactly how much he knows. There's number 4, but Simp wins the gunfight. Awakening doing everything he can, but now we're back to Skies in this back corner. Wins the gunfight on Simp because of course he does. And Florida again on the break on Crossroads. They have the sauce, Miles.
Special sauce. I'd love to see a heat map, like a heat map at the end of this season. There's gonna be a lot of kills up by that far side of the map, near the hard point. Skies once again banging these shots through time and time again. BZ's trying to get up close. He does manage to find it, but the trades are so good. Again, the comms right now from Mutineers. It's positioning, it's the comms. They are making Crossroads really work out for them. Perfect awareness all around. Wonderful understanding of how the game plays. 25 and 17. There's 26. That's 8 kills in a row. Skies, quite literally, on a rampage right now. And Neptune just... welcome to the COD League, young man. It's looking fine so far. And what a show they're putting on for us. I mean, this has got Game 5 written all over it, right? Like, surely, unless Atlanta FaZe do...
I'm going to need a ping check on Skies, too.
Ping check. Ping check, rule online, you know it. I'd love to... dude, I'm just thinking more. I'm like, Atlanta FaZe have got to do something real special. And it seems to be the ARs. Like, I mean, obviously, Cell's running one. Arcites is a fantastic shot. Skies can't be stopped right now. That was 9 in a row just before going down there. But the impact has certainly been felt. Neptune's coming up on 2 minutes of hardpoint time. BZ on a quick contest. The squad showed up. The boys are rolling in deep. But the kills are all Florida. Time and time again. 9 points for the win now. You have to contest your Atlanta FaZe. Otherwise, we're going to a Game 5. You know what? I don't think it matters anymore. There's no contest. The Florida Mutineers have just their way through Atlanta FaZe on Crossroads Hardpoint. Good golly, that was a smacking.
Yeah, that's
beat
down we've had so far this year. Admittedly, literally. Little kids, dude. They're insane.
なんでチェックメイトなんだよ。ふざけんだよマジで。
They're just built different. I
love
it.
この5-4 分。
Man of the moment, Neptune, giving a lot of love to the newcomer. Victoria's climbed through challenges. Over to a BZ now. We've seen what checkmate search and destroy can be. Very, very slow. Again, the Lanes a tight space to work with. Those long lines of sight if you can get down the aisle.
多分強行進行するのは強いと思う。
Slacked has made his way right on through. Neptune
強
is
行の方、
what?
攻撃があるこっ
Wait,
ち。
can we go back to Neptune? What? Okay, we'll never know.
Archides knows more than we do apparently.
Man was skywalking on.
多分スカイズ逃してるよな。
Archides
あ、BG の位置。あ、気づい
takes
たわ。
care of him. Skies manages to level the playing field. Heavy presence now for the Mutineers through the center of the plane. Two of them up top, and now they're all up top. And they're looking to overwhelm the rear defenses now. It's Archides. They're going for him. They're gunning for him, man. Slack's making his way forward. Celium still watching the back door. And he is holding that lane vigilantly. But Simp on the flank. Oh boy. Awakening made it close, but not quite enough. Makes it a 3v2. 20 seconds on the clock now. Got to make something happen. Slacks goes up against Celium and takes him down. Simp still on the flank. Gets Skies over now to Archides versus Slacked. And back and forth we go. It's 10 seconds on the clock and it's going to be a 1v1. Bomb down. Here we go. Slack just waiting for anything. An audio cue from Simp if he jumps up on top of that wing. Simp. Play it smart. Go the long way round, the quiet way round. 25 seconds. Slack's gone down low. He's checked low. He will have to jump up now. He will be the one making the noise on the attack. Simp. Just crank the mix amp. Listen for it. 15 seconds. Simp. We're bringing around the rosies again. Eyes on. There we go. Slack just got a huge amount of information in the final 10 seconds. Simp's on the hunt for him. It's not going to happen. That's going to be a round for the Mutineers. Brilliantly played there by Slacked when all hope was lost. Slacked with the ice.
Dude, good lord. If anyone was concerned about Slack's ability in this game, I mean, that is just, again, sort of like classic COD clinical work. Can't make any noise, can't slide,
こいつ抜いたのとその階段抜いたのがすごかった。
You have to be very careful about what you do, but he's able to gun two.
昔はなんかシンプルに強かったですけど。
Had a better gun for the job, and then just not even outplay, just making the perfect plays towards the end. The patience from the veteran to get that first round. By the way, that spot from Neptune, we need Clayster on the case of whether or not that's an intended line of sight. I want to run that back. I haven't seen that before. That one was brand new.
Did you think there'll be like, remember the trees in Ardennes? Like,
oh no, not one of these. Not,
I was like, someone should like add some more cones or something. Like, I swear there weren't that many cones at the start of the season.
ケール2人おらん
Round two.
フロリダ
Not a happy place to be in that plane. Tags are plenty. Awakening's doing what he can to stay alive. Simp down low. Playing those angles. Huge long lines of sight. Oh boy. 24 HP for Simp. Still, that information's passing the bomb along quite quickly. Arsty's making a move of it. BZ and Co trying to just make sure the bottom of the map is safe. Looking to push towards the A site now. And Awakening, oh man, he's dangerous. He's dangerous up close. He wins the big one. Skies can't quite get it done. 3v2 right now. Awakening, last player left alive. Arsty, Celium, and Simp now on the hunt.
こっち釣りにして今こっち詰めたんか
1v2. No way.
Well, what's it,
as well. Awakening is really making a fight of it. Less than 30 seconds on the bomb now.
He's got the bomb down too. He
just
saw his teammates let him know. He hears him up top as well.
How they dip.
They're
going straight towards A. If he looks right. Oh my god, he saw him. It's a 1v1.
Oh.
Awakening. 12 seconds left on the clock. Simp's trying to go for the kill. He's going to have to hunt him down. If Awakening, he's going to go for the kills. Simp could maybe catch him here. Simp could maybe catch him here. Or is it going to be a 1v3? Awakening. Whoa! What is happening? Show us Simp. Simp gets it done.
Oh, no. Whoa.
時間切れだった。
Win, though. Time limit reached. Yeah, he got the kill, but he got it too late,
oh
dude. Awakening OP.
What? That was like a fraction. A fraction.
Yeah, dude, they're winning the rounds on the clock.
No.
Oh, good lord.
Oh my god, Chance. That was like a fraction.
今の時間切れなんかあれかわいそうだな
Awakening just stayed alive. Dude, oh my, what the... Okay. Florida get it? Dude, Florida get it?
2-1.
2-1. Alright, baby. Could be a good year.
Down 2 rounds and Simp is 4-0.
That's crazy.
Well, down 2 rounds to 1, I should say. You've lost 2 rounds and 1 player hasn't even died.
Simp with another one there. That's going to be 5-0. Finally gets Awakening. Just about. Oh my word. Simp, I didn't even see the first bullet come out. Do not sleep on the shot punch. It's a trade out game. You know the rules. Simp, he's mean, man. Simp is mean, and he's feeling it after losing that round just to the time. Neptune and Skies still out and about. Those three members of Atlanta FaZe are on the prowl. Like they're not playing this passively. They are on the hunt. BZ cuts down Neptune, makes it look easy, and now Skies. There's no way Simp's gonna lose this fight. Oh, what a shot! Dude. He wins the fight! Oh my god! Damn it, Simp! Making me look terrible after what was such a sick run,
look,
dude. And they're calling the wild ones because our right-hand side flank now on the push. He could just extend straight on past, keep on going. On the other side of the map towards that A lane, the A site, it's aggression out the Mutineers. They're looking to push on the BZ's gonna have to come back on the defense. But that plane is about to become a very dangerous place.
We'll see.
There it is. Florida's now aggression from the rear, pushing up. That was almost both sides of the plane covered there. Sky's perfect timing, and Simp, he is in trouble. Great job from Florida. That was almost both sides of the plane covered there. Sky's perfect timing, and Simp, he is in trouble. Great job from Florida.
But throw your tax and nades. Make sure you don't want to waste any.
逆にフェーズは強ポカを上げてきたと。
FaZe is triple stacked over on the underneath side of the plane. Simp though does get first blood at a BZ there for trades.
For the trade, Slack picks up another one, and just like that, 1v2. He's in
カバイリのカンファイト入れたけど。
as well. Slack can just keep him trapped. Watch the cross early and through, just slips through. Now the slight reposition. His instincts are on point. Timing not so great. The pitter-patter of footsteps there through that replica of Air Force One. He's on it. A push, tags her up, double back. Arstes is employing every trick in the book to try to dupe them, but Skies and Slack, they're making this really hard for him. Beautiful shots up close now for the 1v1. 30 seconds left on the clock. Absolutely.
Oh my.
Too clean. Slack gave the game away, man. Slack gave the game away. Sky spotted him out from the cross and just challenges a little bit too fast before either Skies is in position or even for. Actually, no, 100%. At least not today. I doubt we'll ever see an A hit off the rip. Now that I think about it, we don't have smokes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe later.
A lot of plane action.
Maybe later. Good practice otherwise for those B hits and smokes. Slacked in early, but be careful though. Easy to wallbang that position. Doink, doink, doink. Wow, wow, wow. Big shots from Skies. Him down low. Good eyes. He caught a good glimpse of him there. Awakening though in position to pick him up. Sellium last player left alive. 1v4 situation, good night.
ちょっと待って、全然見てなかった今。でも AR うまい。あ、だから俺も AR うまいってことだ。
Big shots from Skies.
あ、そこから振り切る取られたんか、車線から見せて。
Down low.
なるほどね。
Good eyes. He caught a good glimpse of him there.
多分壁抜きだろうこれ。3パターン普通にピックされて死んだ。
1v4 situation, good night.
You can see
グッドナイトな壁抜きされてるんです。
Florida now gets their attempted the attack.
河合さん今起きたの？
Will do a little bit of a side plane crawl again.
今から学校か。大変だな。
This map actually is, now I think about it, very tricky to play without smokes.
Very tricky. Current score is 4-2. Atlanta FaZe are not sitting at 3. And a very slight technical issue there. We'll sort that one out if we can, but we'll keep you honest, friends. Getting updates from the observers here. Awakening. Trying to slip slide his way into a more opportune position to find something, but again, you have to play these angles very carefully. Sellium back in position, eyes on the center of the plane, but also of that cabin. We asked his first blood. Towards A now for the first time in a long time. Second kill of the round. Arsty's having a back on up, and Neptune's done all but secure it. Have to watch out for that player in the middle, but Awakening's going for him. One member of FaZe above the plane, and Arsty's backing towards their spawn. Black will take care of Sellium. No ace there whatsoever. For Awakening. One member of FaZe above the plane.
分かってないっぽいけどな。
Towards their spawn. Black will take care of Celium. No ace there. Whatsoever. Out right here.
Final kill for that.
でもあの見方分かってたのか、すごいね。
Awakening, by the way, 9 kills to his name. I think just sort of quietly having himself a very solid game here in game number 5.
Looking to just end this right here, right now. Black back to the same position once again. We're on those defensive rounds. Two members now of FaZe making their way in towards A. Looks like they managed to overshoot it. Skies though wins a massive engagement against Simp there. Left-hand side of the map basically safe for now. Refocus those attentions towards the A side. You see Awakening died there. BZ on the flank. Magnificent timing. Catches one. There's another player around him, and it's going to be Guys who once again lives to fight another day. And this is causing a little bit of chaos for the bomb carrier Arcees. He's like, do I go away? They've run out of space on A. Celium's still watching the inside of the B plane. Now Arcees shots are on him. Information is going to be passed around, and this 2v2. Slack to Skies. Play this a little slow. With the back end of the plane covered. A's can enter through the front, or they can enter through the wings. The chances of them being heard are very, very high.
Slack, who has done just a nice job of staying alive. I think he might have been able to.
うわー、そこ足元見えんのすげえな。
Skies, they know the plane is over towards A. Now they can move.
おい、そかい。
Oh, Arcees just like hands him back a bit.
やりそうじゃねこれ。
Slack takes care of the ankles.
あ
The
ー、
kills
まあ
come through.
Towards A.
降りたの見えたのかな。
Oh,
あ、見えたっぽいな。
FaZe. One round.
Disgusting. Still a couple rounds to go for FaZe. First S&D. Florida won the round 11.
If he doesn't get down in time, lots of information. FaZe now potentially stacking up in on towards that B bomb. I mean, I think I was playing with you, Chance. You pulled out like an RPD and you just let rip. You killed like 4 people. On
Whoa,
the
whoa, 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 whoa! Don't give away my strats. No, it's not an RPG. I wouldn't.
割とこれあれだよな、Stoner
63? Anyway.
見がちなサーチの守り方だと思う。
Simp has melons on him, man. Great comms though, from Florida Meters. Found themselves too. Slack now has full top control plane. You got Awakening of Skies down low. Arcee's bringing himself to the wing, trying to get involved. Celium finds a lovely kill. Celium finds himself 2 more.
Oi.
Oh, baby. Now it's looking a bit spicy. Skies down low, finding himself a couple. Celium trying to maintain control, but Awakening from the back of the plane. Oh, baby. So from Florida Meters, found themselves 2. Slack now has full top control plane. You got Awakening of Skies down low. Arcee's bringing himself to the wing, trying to get involved. Celium finds a lovely kill. Celium finds himself 2 more. Oh, baby. Now it's looking a bit spicy. Skies down low, finding himself a couple. Celium trying to maintain control, but Awakening from the back of the plane. It's the final few cleanups. The Mutineers just a little too strong there on checkmate. And oh.
3月1日の負担を減らさない予約リストがリリース。
さあ、パリロンドン見るぞ。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
馬場さん
back
おすす
to
め
the
の
call of
パリロンドン。
chance.
またガリソンかよ。
Early predictions for this one make
めっちゃ見るやん。 今日4回目だってガリソン。
Right? Like we just have basically no information
いいけど
on
別に。
really either of these two teams. Like even just trying to watch scrims from the outset, you're almost watching them just from whoever streams perspective. So like I've seen a little bit of the Ravens from when they played against Optic, but maybe just like a handful of maps in Paris. Literally not seeing these guys play. Like this is probably the most like under the wraps, kept in the dark team we have in the league right now. So everything we're learning about these
サーチ
guys,
が面白い
doing it on。
あ、レックス髪型変わったね、これ。
It's a trial by fire.
めっちゃ変わってんじゃん、髪型。
Fire. Let's rock and roll, boys and girls, as we go. I'll stop those maybe at some point, but as we get into this
めっ
one,
ちゃカタカタなんだけど。
moving forward, I think there may be a slight technical issue, as I'm sure you can see. And yeah, Dylan's
こういう
having a go at Alex right now. They're obviously exchanging words, and let's face it, this is why we do these sort of things. This is why we have the kickoff.
やっぱそうだよな。
Iron out these creases as I do.
画面ガタガタすぎてビビった。
almost like not even trying to get in the hill right off.
Than they were a minute ago. So let's get into this one. Chance, Garrison, hard point, and right off the rip.
同じようなさ、そのなんだっけ、髪とヒゲみたいな。スクラップスとクラシックスとファイヤーとショーニーとディラン。まあ、なんかヒゲがもう一致してるよね、これ。この人たち。
able to pick up 3 along the way. One of the better opening breaks you're really going to have from this side. Aqua putting in work. Now he can rack up some hill time for his team as well. As you can
マジ
see
アレックスイケメンだと
how
思う。
far pushed up everybody is. Scraps is out here spawn killing and caution. If these players even try to come out of you, they're just going to get shot in the back. Perfect opening break right now from the lead.
Yep, Legion do a lovely job to start off. A nice 25-point lead to get things started. Classic now making his way back in towards the hard point. A few more players here, but again, got to look at that long line of sight there. It's going to be Dylan trying to deal those shots, and Zero once again playing for the United Kingdom. Cut him some slack, but he's done what he can so far. Legion still with a decent lead here, and it's only growing longer. And that's going to be what we see now as we make a next rotation over, and it's going to be Scraps leading the charge. Takes down former teammate Shawnee. Classic finds Alex in the back end as well. And
スクラップスを応援するためだけにパリを見るわ。
Firmly in the hands of Paris Legion.
And this is super efficient stuff. I think he got classic.
なんでクラシックがいいのかわかんない。
So he's going to be able to either hear people on the cross or just get hunted down. You see how many arrows went to circle in on him. That's actually going to leave Scraps in the hill by himself.
一番見たかったけど日本の形はまあなんかこっちとこっち分かれてくるもんそこら辺できついやもんね。
The Royal Ravens break it incredibly quickly. Nice little bounce back. They were going to
Yeah, wonderful bounce back. Shawnee though can't watch every single angle.
パリ SMG3 人ね。
effort and a wonderful bit of timing there to take care of that one.
クラシックも持ってるでしょ。
We flip back over. Paris Legion still commanding lead right now. London not 9 seconds, not much. Really garnered from that one. Shawnee now spawning from the back, trying to make his way forward as well. Classic, he's made a way in, but again, look at that minimap. It's going to be Alex, number 4. He's managed to slip into the very rear of the next hardpoint, and if Classic checks his corners, wonderful awareness, takes care of Alex, and it was a hard-fought battle. But the spawns will be going to Paris here once again. Aqua posted up here by the back of the generators.
海外はローテ基本的に遅いと思うよ。15秒ぐらいじゃない。15秒10秒とかだから遅いというよりはゆっくりいってるすごい。本当に事故がないようにいってんだろうね。
And I will say, I love that play from Classic. If he's out here sliding, checking corners like that, that means the communication from the rest of the team is on point to know that they're missing one player. He has gotten through. We don't know exactly where it is. We have to clear out.
当てろよ。当てろ。
Well, so far the first 30 seconds going their way inside the actual point. Easy fights, I would say, for the Paris players.
SMG3 いるよねやっぱりパリ。
You got all the teammate support in the ward for the hill. They should be good for effectively a full 60. You can see Ravens maybe giving a last-ditch effort push through tools, but nope, they feel the pressure. They're backing off. They're just now looking to trap Paris in. If Fire has anything to say about that, he's already
through. Classic finally goes down to a nice nade there from Shawnee. Minimap up. It's going to be London Royal Ravens in the red. You can see they've got a decent bit of mid-map control, but they are going to have to contend with the push now. Classic leading the charge there on your screen. Dylan soaking up that hard point time. Nice covering fire from above him. That green tower position. Dylan down low in the hard point, and it's going to be a nice couple of wins there from the assault rifle. Zero, Shawnee, Dylan, Alex. It's one for all of them, and they are going to get a solid chunk of time here. See the spawns there for Paris, a little bit further out, and here comes the run across map.
This is a fairly distant setup as well, right? You got
ちゃんとエアコン活動してんだ。
They're very spread out across the map, but the power position's covered. Shawnee up top has a lot of responsibility. Saw 2 players out in vents. Meanwhile, kill players coming off the spawn. Give him the second as well. That is a 4 spree for him once he gets up top, and frankly, he has no intention of slowing down. There's number 5.
パリの4歩のリテイク下手くそやない。言っちゃ悪いけど。なんだろう俺。でも23結構取ってるはずなのやんか。クソ下手くそだったけど4歩。
Dylan 15 and 9. London starting to bounce back. I'm sure we'll find a hard hat or two around here somewhere where Shawnee can find a brand new construction spot. Dylan on his screen there. A nice concerted push there from Paris Legion cuts him down. Shawnee just about from Classic. Wonderful work with the AK there up close. Over to Zero now, trying to get involved in these fights. And again, 35 seconds remaining on this hard point. Dylan battling for control, trying to create an angle now to hit from the side. But again, London Royal Ravens are struggling basically to get onto it. However, they have managed to kill that player from Paris Legion.
ここで待つようなことはしないで念が入るんだね。
For now, now we see Paris get back onto it. With 20 seconds remaining, we're going to see Dylan try to find a few more on the street. That's 18 kills overall. Now the angle opens up. It may be able to get Scraps. No, the timing was just off a little bit. Shawnee there pushes from the front. Takes care of that one. A quick stick, but it's back and forth chance as this hard point has been a bloodbath.
It has been a very scrappy hill.
じゃあ L 字とこう取りに行ってみたいな感じか。
Honestly, at this point, neither team has a great advantage of. Dylan responsible for keeping 2 players at bay, and of course, around the actual point. Ravens are here first. Fire, maybe just looking for a contest or just a challenge, even with players in caution. He's feeling a little bit confident, but as he gets dealt with, you see the plan right now from Paris, trying to push over through green and see if they can make something happen. Going to be Scraps' responsibility, but either way, even on this P1 hill, Ravens doing a very nice job, nice little stagnant control. Of course, if they're thinking about the flip, they don't have a ton of progress in that regard. Nice time.
Yeah, Dylan
基本乗りていくしけると、このラインをうまく使って、ポイント潰しに行こうとしてる。
Nice trigger discipline there from Dylan, but he will bring him down nonetheless. Aqua with a wonderful run, 17 and 12, 3 kills in a row for him.
なんかさ、4本見てからの1本見るとさ、これ別のチームじゃねって思うんだよね。すごい別のチーム感がある。
That's going to be the radar tank. That's where the next hard point will be. And again, a difficult hard point to break. We touched upon this quite a lot yesterday. You get basically one good wave at it, and then after that, it's scrap central. But we'll see how we go. Fire on your screen, 15 and 13 overall. Looking towards a minute of hard point time. What's he got in the tank?
Oh, the spawn out's actually coming in as well. So you got Dylan who was able to push out through bricks, and this is big. Now you got Fire, last one in the hill. XM4, not good enough to get the job done. And that is
1枚逃してたね。
on this hill with Paris effectively have plenty of time to get somewhat of a full setup, but the Ravens deal with it expertly. Now they got the hold themselves. Aqua with the XM4.
イラン SMG やろ今。
Not too shabby, able to lock down that kill, but you can see the rotations coming through. Paris know they need to chalk it up.
ファイヤーだけ暗回入れて、あとさ、リボプッシュしてなこれ。Hey.
Good news is the Ravens right now, they're still pushed out towards brick sides. Actually, there you go. Number 7 on the map. Died just a little bit too late. Aqua has to go on a hike. And this is the opportunity for the Ravens to push forward.
We'll see if Shawnee can find any more. There was a lovely bit of teamwork from the entirety of the Ravens squad there. Shawnee does eventually go down. The spree comes to an end. Aqua finally managed to make his way across map, and the spawns flip once again. Spawning on the close right-hand side. They've managed to push out the attacking members of London Royal Ravens, and it's going to be a close-knit fight now for Dylan, trying to lead the charge. Scraps to the other side of the wall. Up over the top goes Dylan. Finds himself the first. There's a few more to be had here, but he does need the support of his teammates. Alex now trying to open up the flank. He finds it as well. Alex gets the second. It's a lovely opening break here from the London Royal Ravens, and the break is on. The spawns have flipped. Paris are now coming from the center of the map. It's a decent amount of time to be had. You have to look to Scraps. He's still in from behind. It's on Dylan. He has to win the engagement, and he doesn't. Hard point has now been made. Safe 0 answers back, and the spawns are flipped again. Pandemonium chance.
And it's an interesting play from Scraps. He doesn't challenge the hill to try to keep his team to backspawn just a little bit, but you can see it doesn't amount to much because 0 on the ping is frying right now. He is on a 4 spree, but now they're effectively just trapped with those backspawns. This is not what you want for the hill. Aqua try to play his life to make things interesting. Alex hunts him down, and this is the hill that we just saw. Get the full 60 on. They're attempting to do the same thing once again. Aqua wins a massive one-on-one. This opens up.
1枚端からのフォローいなかったから、一歩が簡単に抜けたわ。
So Paris much better job organizing themselves, working their way through events, and eventually through there you can go and get that hill control. Things could have gotten dicey. They made the improvements from the first time around.
ファイヤーがめっちゃピークするんだけど。
What an angle that is.
ああいうの強いんだろう。
He does manage to get one just before going down there, but the damage is already dealt. Back on with Aqua, continuing this streak, 5 kills in a row for him. That's going to be number 6. Alex going to take an early shower. Nades are coming through. Time still being accumulated there. At 200 points now passed for Paris Legion. It's a wonderful start for them. Shorty can't quite get away. On the right-hand side of the map, far away. Shorty's playing admirable at best, but he's not going to make it work out. Now you're seeing that spawns for London too far on the right-hand side. A long journey to make their way across, but 0. He's going to be the first into the fray. What can he find here? In he goes, finds himself a fire. Straight on the classic, can't quite get it done. But again, trying to alleviate that pressure. And you're going to see the foot race now from both teams on the minimap.
パリのこっち脇の考えはこことここ取るってことなんだろうな。
Right now, Aqua is effectively an insurance policy over towards green. If Ravens ever get to the hill, he's just going to come out towards bricks and just shoot these players in the back. And you can see, not needed. Classic and fire inside the actual hill, getting more time.
光るレスポンス早いな今。
Position for Paris. They can still win this game here, but of course that's not likely. But as long as they keep these Ravens players trapped in the back of the map, they will be able to win this first game.
このまま決まりそうだけど。
See that kill.
形がいいもんな。
They are getting decimated along the way, and frankly, they might just have to win right here, right? They have to contest for at least a second, I do believe.
Might be the case. Can anyone get there in time? Alex trying to make his way forward now. Fire's going to be the player on the point. Shawnee goes down, and there's 1 kill from Alex. That's going to stop the clock for now. It's 5 seconds for the win, though. Still, all Paris have to do is just sit on this one and soak up a few more moments. 0 trying to make a desperate run for it, but it is not enough. Paris Legion, they will take map number 1 against the Ravens.
And great job as well, of course, towards the end. They had...
サーチが面白いって言ってたから、次サーチ。ああ、いや、マジでチェックメイトやめろって。
Looking to cement themselves truly as the kings of Europe. We'll see how they go.
いいね、もうチェックメイトは。
Coming up in just a brief moment, as you can see everyone getting rocking and rolling into this one.
何回見んねんこの
sure the facilities that are in
なんか SMG 持ってるし
whatever had. But either way,
じゃあやるんだ
checkmate S&D. If we learned anything about this map yesterday with no smokes and no snipes, be controlled about everything. Very few
多分赤見れてた見えるけど見えてなかった
only the plane able to find that first blood. Of course, Aqua there for the trade.
And throws a shoulder too far and does take a single shot there from Aqua, so the trade's nice. Now Classic with that bomb making his way atop the wing, on the A wing, as you can see, neatly sprayed across it there. Eyes on at least Shawnee. Might have just seen the tip of the builder's hat there. Dylan at the far end of the plane there. Nice tags at long range. Aqua lands it there. Classic with a nice bit of crossfire as well. So a wonderful kill. Shawnee seemingly did not need to die in that situation. Could have possibly saved himself.
Miami Sachi.
Already. It is going to be Alex. Dylan goes down to the top. Scraps just taken out in time there. And
ここから
Alex
死ん
will
だ
find himself a second.
裏いん
It's
の
not
か
going to be easy to do from this situation. It's a
横から上がったんだろうな
just over 30 seconds remaining here in the round, and he has quite a bit of work to do. The bombs transited over
チェッ
quickly.
クメイトさんもボムがゴミだからやりたくないよ
Flash
ね
to work with just to make this fight
わか
that
ると
bit
思う
easier
け
for
ど
himself, but check those corners indeed. Classics up first. Alex, a bit of a spray. Must be windy by that side of the bomb site. Finds one, and oh my word, he made it
ク
exciting.
ラシックのキャラコンすごかった
That's
ね
going
今
to be Paris with the first.
I think 2A is looking at. So back on the attack again, we're going to see a ton of this, a lot of early plane control. Both of the sides of the map will get covered, and maybe some late A attacks, but off the rip, you're just looking for those first bloods.
Yeah. Oof. Shawnee. Airborne for a brief moment there, goes down. Scraps big tags into Alex there, is going to just about get away with it. There's Aqua once again with the angles. Perfect timing from him. Fire finds another one, and it's a beautiful round for
なんか
Paris.
やりにく感が
All now
すごい
down
よね
to
これ
zero. Can't make it interesting.
What's
That
your-
range with the XM4 again, the AK-74
勝つんかい今
comes up top. Paris Legion, another good round.
もしかしてこれさ
Nice control, honestly,
Ni-
of the map. They
パリ2本取って
no
ロンドン2
top
本取るのかな
lane pressure at all, but you see snipes, and either way, Paris again, full steam ahead. 2 rounds in a row. Aqua with the AK-74.
そうだとしたらパリってサーチうまいチームなんだろ
Make sure he can get there nice and early as he switches over towards the Craig.
国籍違う人多いのにね
Fire finds the first, immediate trade out from Dylan, nice positioning, but Aqua once again, patience
よ
pays
そんな
off
コミュニケーション
as
取れ
another
る
member of the Royal Raven just flocks into his line of sight. Alex wins a
Ah,
massive gunfight
shit.
there, also running the Craig from that angle. 2v2, Zero and Alex now going up against Classic and Scraps. Classic will get the bomb down there in top B. Zero holding the backside of the plane, making sure that no one gets in through the rear or gets out. As the Royal Ravens now make their approach. Wonderful shots there from Alex, just one short of the kill. Alex now trying to reposition. Great timing. Nice bit of work there, and Alex has dealt the damage. This is going to be Zero now.
Okay,
moving
didn't
towards the bomb. An immediate defuse. Classic knows the play's coming, and he could be in position to maybe
Alex
make
気づいて
something
ない
work
これ
here. He's got to be fast though. He doesn't quite
気づいて
check
る
it
わ
in time, and the kill.
キャラコンやばい今の
The Ravens with a lovely
すごい
retake.
すげえスライディング出たけど
That was a very nice round.
Save.
I really like the spot that Zero was playing over towards the back tail as well, even in the 2v2. You see the angle that he had, back of the plane covered, the entire right side of the map effectively covered. And it was actually Classic that tried to slide out over towards that silver crate, gets spotted out, gets tagged up one shot. And then as soon as they get that other kill, Zero's like, hey, I already know it's towards the back of the map. Alex, as long as you have the top of the plane covered, or just trade out the kill if he is a slide pass, it is a guaranteed round win. So very nice.
アレックスのこの顔映りですね髪型がいいよねほんと
Any little fun tricks up their sleeve. Ooh, Fire
Ooh.
got eyes on these two players. Aqua now just has to watch that corner again. One of the most patient plays we've seen thus far in these matchups. And London going to backpedal immediately. Shawnee trying to watch the middle of the map, make sure no one has any funny business here. Bomb immediately transitioned in towards B. Shawnee checking windows, making sure no one's in on that B site. Dylan managed to find a kill on the approach, so there we go. 2 players down now for Paris.
シンプルに勝ったよな
The bomb we go. Classics like, I'm not falling for this one again. The trades are there. The bomb does go down, but it's going to be a 2 versus 1 situation.
すごいね今僕説的やりに行ったら
He's
クラシッ
1v1
ク
fight. Shawnee once again from up high,
Aqua
tagged up
nakabay
heavily. A massive win from
What's
Aqua. Now it's a 1v1. Shawnee repositions. Straight into the line.
Oh,
of
shit.
sight,
It's
but
your-
big man Sean cleans it up. It's 2
So.
straight for London.
今の勝率を
That's aggressive from Shawnee as well. Just no fear, sliding out.
これすごくね
Cover, takes the
今の
gunfight and wins it. A more confident man. than
廊下とかの
himself.
カバー入れてないのに
Either way, it's a nice little attempt from Aqua, right? Makes the read. Strong gunfight win against Zero, who again, I'm sure is going through it right now. Ravens.
Checkmate's full of
一人しか見てない
fun and
今
surprises. We're going to see a lot more of this throughout the
あ
year. Paris moving that bomb straight up in towards the B site. Exchange of utilities there. They do have a trophy down for London right on top of the bomb site. And with that, a little bit safer. Classic's going to get that first blood though. Another Beautiful exchange of gunfire. Classic finds his second of the round so far, and just about taken out there by the Semtex of Shawnee. An immediate bomb recovery there from Scraps. Now he's going to be able to at least make a decision here. Shawnee's been pushed back for now, and if anything, that is going to give him some degree of clearance. But again, eyes on the A-bomb site. It does look like Zero, again, from that top wing position behind him, looking down through onto B. Shawnee watching the play onto A, and here comes the timing. Scraps going to peek that corner, potentially give his position away, and there it is, the gunfire. They now know A's the play. There's 35 seconds left. From this position, the Ravens can see it all.
With those gunfights coming through, they have to know that this is B rotation. Come back in. Zero's going back to his home. Meanwhile, Shawnee already in the plane, just outroading their opponents. And well, Fire for the 1v2. Tries to come around the back. Zero feels it. Gunfight not taken by Fire straight away. 10 seconds on the clock. You got to do something.
And here it is. What's going to happen? Look left and right. It gets a Ravens hug. Another good round for the London Royal Ravens. A chance to ride.
Really, you know.
These nice lanes and winning big gunfights. Classic again.
180度クロスまでだったね。
Try to play in like the power positions and just call it for my teammates and make sure that we know what's going on in the round and play nice and easy. Even towards the end, when Fire's coming up that back alley. I mean, that's a gunfight. Zero, I'm sure, is not upset about taking, 8 times out of 10, but plays a smart thing and makes sure Shawnee's there for any sort of trades. We're back on this B site. Slow approach coming in from the Ravens. And the spot that Scraps is in, that is what Shawnee has been checking. Shawnee might be setting up for the wall bangs. You see those bullets coming through, and Scraps feels it, has to back out.
He's managed to take the trophy out as well. Quick replacement of the trophy there from Aqua. Oh, Dylan's going in. He's going for it. Aqua finds one with an aid. Classic, another shots there. So it's all going down in the center of the plane right now. Once again, Shawnee just knocking on the window to make sure there's anyone in there. But in this 2v3 now, we are going to see Paris with a decent amount of coverage on the map. The bomb down in the center of the plane. Now London have got to make their way up there and try to recover. And it's on Zero now to try and find a bit of information once again. Good spot on at least one player. Nade goes up and out. Shawnee finds another, trying to catch the kill. Now it's a 2v2. 25 seconds left on the clock. Shawnee and Zero with a little bit of work to do. Scraps still covering that bomb site like his life depends on it. Oh, and here's the fight against Shawnee. Teammate on teammate, who will come out on top, and it's going to be Shawnee with a slow peek around the side. 13 seconds remaining. Fire's got to get on the bomb, and he will. He finds the kill. 10 seconds remaining now. It's going to be a 1v1 for the win, and sadly, Zero can't quite get it done. Fire with the ice.
Season wall bangs on Scraps.
Fire the ice っていうの面白いな。
Gave them that initial advantage. Somewhat of a chess match we have on checkmate right now.
Truly feels like surviving is the most essential skill right now. You get that first kill, don't get traded. Don't get traded at all costs. Here at 3-3, Classic fumbles that one sadly. So that's quite alright. Shawnee heard it. I'm quite certain where it came from. Classic atop the wing, again just repositioning so he can try to catch an angle of Dylan. They're in on the cabin. Not to had it, but Dylan's nade's going to get it done. We like to see that. Wonderful bit of work early on in these picks. Not sure if that was a bit of a wall tag. The nade on the cleanup. Now Fire repositioning. Try to find more of these angles. Does manage to catch a wild Alex. With that, Shawnee now going to reposition. Here comes the trade, but Fire in a solid spot to maybe find the kill here. But oh, Shawnee, wait. On the quick reposition, can't get the second. Here comes the trades, though, and Dylan is there. Right time, good comms. Let me get it.
In the back like that, and then for Fire to go and pick up the second one as well. You think that'd be the opening of the round, but of course, Dylan again, just hunting people down from up top of that plane. Make sure to keep the round nice and secure. But first blood's ever important. Get to see who the first one to strike is least amount of A pressure. I think the Ravens have really shown off the rip. At least they got 2 in the top of the plane, or actually 2 on the right side wing. Classic just being aggressive in the plane. Talk about the Ravens slowing the pace down. Ballsy call from him, and it pays dividends. Bomb down back of the plane. Now you're going to have
割とクラシックとかファイヤーとか怖いとこ行ってキル取ってくるのうまいよな。
Paris have got a lot of space to work with now. They can set themselves up to just win on trades here. Shawnee's trying to find a pick. A single kill here without being traded out would be great, but oh, sneaky Aqua from behind. Shawnee just wins it. That's devastating. Scraps though immediately pushing forward, a bit too greedy. He finds a kill as well, and just like that, it's all onto Fire. Shawnee, Zero and Alex now to push him back, try to hunt him down. Zero tagged up, positions given away for sure now, but Fire, He's got to defuse the bomb and kill 3 members of the Royal Ravens. I mean, this has gone from bad to worse. What can he do from this spot? 35 seconds to work with. You can see the Ravens now just starting to move him around him. They are circling him, not vultures, truly Ravens, and that was a brilliant execution there.
Heard a move, a great 3v round coming in for Ravens, and again, the shoulder peeks they're throwing, not taking those gunfights in the 3v1, not giving Fire anything to work with. They are not messing around.
An aggressive play straight to the top of the plane, though. Trey's up and early. Dylan takes down Scraps. It's going to be Shawnee who falls beneath the plane. Dylan just about managing to stay alive, though. Aqua tagged up heavily on the push through. Just over a minute remaining. Fire has a degree of control up top there with Classic and on the bomb site. Alex, though, with the angles. Once again, the angles here on checkmate. It's another 1v3 for Fire. It's just a house of cards. So quickly for Paris. The good news is, though, is Fire's position is seemingly unknown right now, but the Ravens 0 wins a big one from across the pond, and with that, it's a 6-3.
何も感じなくなってきた。このフォント嫌い。どっかのコントロールだけ見てないんだよな。どこだっけ？チェックメイトか。みんなバンしてんだね。俺も嫌いだよ。違うね。
See if either of these teams can pull something out of the bag, or on defense, just stuff them completely and don't even let them get it.
Well, let's see what happens. I'd love to have the comms played back to us now as these opening gambits unfold. Time for the game and listen in with the London Royal Ravens.
Oh, he'll come out, we can out. It could have got deflection, it could have got deflection. Yeah, I'm already fucking out. B1 shot, guys. B1 shot, we got an A, B1 shot. Tank, went low mid. Low left mid. He's mid, you see him in tank. Oh, he's just holding mid, and back right up. He's on A, guys. Might hit mid.
どんどんめっちゃ B 止めに行くね。
I'm pushing green. He's close him once. Yo, wait, try to come out. Wait. I have your plaque cross there. He's weak, he's like outside hill. Alright, okay, no then.
VC の話だけで言うなら、ロンドン同じ国籍の人が4人いるからめっちゃ良さそう。っていうか楽だろうな。
Paris aggression slowly but surely they're on the B point, but chance. I mean, London's comms relatively calm. Everyone sounds in control.
I'll take your word for it. Just in case is the resident translator. But yeah, comms sounded absolutely great. I mean, I hear trophies getting mentioned quite a bit. Of course, players calling out when they're making sure they rotate back towards A. But either way, this is one of those potential good opportunities for players. You get clearance past Briggs. Zero's going to get taken down by Fire. Now you have 2 players. They have options to spawn kill Zero, or they can just swarm on the point. Looks like number 3 is looking for the spawn kills. Everyone else trying to rotate. You see the feed though. A couple players on Paris are going to fall. Means those spawn kills before more important. Aqua's going to fall. Scraps now the last man left. He gets dealt with, and that is a phenomenal job on defense, knowing exactly when the players on the A point can wrap back for the Ravens.
Scraps の SMG なんかあんまり
That could have got ugly fast, but at this point in time, both teams very even in the respawns remaining. 9 now for London after a couple of kills go the way of Paris. Alex back onto the point. 50 seconds remaining here in this defensive round for the London Royal Ravens. We're going to see Paris making a concerted effort as they try now to push back onto the point. 2 of them making their way through the light side of the map. That's going to be Shawnee on the defense there. Dylan trying to watch the arches, the brick side of the map, and it's a 4-man stack up. Starting to get a bit close there for Paris, but they're opening now. So go for it. Brick side, and London have moved over. They've jumped over the top of the map. They're trying to catch these players out. All 4 dead. With 20 seconds remaining, they dithered a little bit. Defensive gameplay now being punished. Ravens on the offensive. 15 seconds remaining. They are pushing them to the very, very brink of the map.
やめていいかガリソンコントロール見るの。疲れたわ。運びよう。チェックメイトか。ハパーみたい。誰だお前は。ノートパソコン。プラスティックボトル。この人面白いよね。名前忘れたけど。
Players on their roster, Alex, that new addition. This is a team that is very worth being excited for all the British fans out there.
Much love the British fans still out there, and you're wrapped up nice and warm. Obviously, a lot of snow across the country at this point in time, but here we go. Mate, right off the rip, as first kills from Dylan. Quick contest. We're going to see a lot of contestants. Alex can't quite find any more from there. Again, back and forth we go. You thought the trades were going to be great on search and destroy. Well, it's going to be something else here in the hard point. Fire and classic. Trying to push this one back. Nice bit of a hold for now. And again, not a lot of hard point time garnered from the top of the plane. It's not an easy position to get a lot of time from. Again, towards that next one. Down by the yellow container to the sort of left or behind classic right now. You'll see that appear on the minimap in 10 seconds time. A wonderful addition here to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Minimap telling you where the next hard point will be.
強ポの方面潰す段階でパリが見せたからというよりはあれかロンドンがもうなんかディランここに残ってるからこっちからもうみんな行こうみたいな話になったかな。青い鷹に入った自信に見てて、あ、ネプチューンでしょ、強いねあの人。今シーズンの新人ってファイヤーとネプチューンとあと誰いたっけ？あれなんかなんだっけ、ダイヤモンドコンみたいなサブライナーズの多分それか。5, 6 seconds behind him, so maybe not the best coordinated push, and the Ravens will be happy for it. これパリ取るんだ。ハーボ強いのか。パリは。Have a nice little lead as they attempt to start rotating around the map, see if they can get any sort of control.
Control is what they're trying to be looking for right now. Again, they will get the next 10 seconds, there's no doubt about it, but will they be able to do much about the next hard point? Directly underneath the plane now will be our next. The Alex managed to win a couple of good ones, and it has been a hard-fought battle. Fire wins another one. Trades once again. Is Classic going to kill Dylan? It could be the case. There it is. Trades once again.
SMG のキライ取り合いがすごいね。
Together as teams. Zero wins a big one there against Classic. Aqua trades him out. Now who's going to trade out Aqua? It's back and forth. It truly is a game of ping pong right now. But all things considered, they've kicked everyone off the hard point. Aqua finally goes down. Shorty and Alex get a bit of work done. Scraps now up next to the hard point. Dylan from way up high manages to cut him down. Ravens now with a point for the time being, 30 seconds-ish remaining on this one. Will they be able to garner too much more? Classic looking for an angle, a nice two-piece from Aqua there. Fire finds another one, so the Ravens, their feathers have been plucked for now. Classic finds one more.
You can just see how difficult it is on this hill just to stay alive, man. Like it is every single quadrant of the map you can get picked apart from. You got angles of ARs you got to deal with by Shawnee. There's so much that goes on, and it's so rare that you can ever truly get the trophies you want in hill, the correct angles.
スクラップスの SMG 合ってなさそうじゃないこれ。
Now we move on to the A Street Hill.
なんかサーチもそんな感じな気がしたんだよな。
You see the point that Alex has set up. He's underneath the plane. Hopefully he can just go back and forth and check the
多分仕事はできてるからいいんだろうけど。あんまりスクラップスらしくないスタッツっていうか。この4歩の固め方強えな。
Much stronger job on the A Street Hill. Just managed to get it done with a solid
またすげえ味方してた今。
Take that one and again London just a bit of timing.
絶対死ぬでしょって味方してた。
Paris capitalizing with that again more.
3人で取りになんか来ない。
London do retake a little bit of plane control, but now you go back over towards the crate sills. This is wide open space, very little cover to hide behind. Trophy systems are essential in the defense of this hill towards the south side of the map. Aqua knows that. Trying to get in position. Does not have his trophy to work with yet. Nor does Scraps. So Paris will effectively be going in this one without any protection from projectiles, and that's going to be London's saving grace for now. They do have to get in there as quick as they can. It is going to be Aqua there in the point. Classic now trying to just create some kind of disturbance, slow the push down, trying to sow some discord if he possibly can, but for now, Paris Legion still soaking up the hard point time. Good work from them. London still on the offensive.
Yeah, and Aqua has one job in that situation, and it is to not die. You see no trophies, though. It is incredibly problematic. If you get a trophy down in that spot, you are almost unkillable. And now Shawnee playing for the kills. Nice recognition by Fire. They sniffed him out on the cheeky little spot he was trying to play in the back, and well, get that control once again.
ね、3人いてたよね、ロンドン。すごいよね、今の。結果的になんか有利とは言わないけど、5分ぐらいまでの状況にはできてたから、相手の準備間に合わせてなかったから、5分の。強いんだろうな、あれは。結果的に パリがあれコパ固めたけど。
Seems across the board, not a single player really able to turn up and go crazy in the kills.
じゃ壁抜くやん。
Just getting picked apart on a couple of these.
You're talking about the kills column. Scraps is now trying to make a statement there in the kills column. Almost gets still in there. If he managed to maybe land a headshot on the drop there, but once again,
It's all.
Marshall sticking it to his old teammates. Classic getting involved as well. Paris starting to look very, very dangerous as the Legion advances. This hard point's basically been theirs from start to finish. The remaining 30 seconds, they will be a contest here. And well played by Aqua to take care of Zero, who was trying to hit the flank, trying to secure.
ロンドンの1から2は1から2譲れる動きやっぱこっちなんだね。
That's where number 7-0 came from, and that's where they're going to respawn. Oh no!
おお
There is a change.
全員流れてくる。
Number 1. Oh, Chance, explain what's happening.
Oh, you get enough pressure.
これはもうしんどいでしょ。赤はもう這い出してるしこれ。あ、
front NASA tail portion of the map, and well, with enough time on P1,
まあしんどいよな。
it does force the players to spawn out, and now Ravens, because the new hill have popped, they start spawning on the top right side of the map. You do have Fire, it looks like potentially going for some spawn kills, but he's going to get traded out. And now Paris again, this is where you need to take the time, or just get the back spawns and play nice and aggressive. As soon as the Ravens start spawning out on the top left, they know that the bottom right is open. There's a lot of corners you have to be
これは言っちゃって、
concerned about,
ここのライン取られて
but
から
Alex
ロンドン
knows
も
this
ここで
is
勝負するしかない。
able to pick up one. Now starting with the help on his teammate, 2 men inside the point. Classic wins that final gunfight, and that is the 1v1 for the hill. More breathing room for Paris with that 70-point lead.
Man, what a brawl that was. Again, you see how important spawns are on this hill. That back side of the map is absolutely wild. Nope. Ravens managed to salvage some of this time. Comes in for the quick and immediate dispatch there.
キネからカバー入ってるのすごいね。
Scraps trying to clear out that top position again. We know how much of a power spot it can be. He goes 1v1 against Alex. 18 and 15 overall. He is playing fantastically so far. Right place, right time. Again, now on the hunt for the players in off spawn. He may have just exposed himself though. I know, it looks like he will be safer now. Again, Alex spawn right behind him. There's a potential there for disaster, but he manages to get.
割とパリさ、リスぐちゃぐちゃのままで固めてねこれ。
They're geared up for the next one as well. Very, very much in advance. But if they can hold this lane down, if they can hold this position chance. I mean, this is a decent chunk of time to be won.
It's not bad, but again, you can just see the difficulties of trying to lock it down for a substantial amount of time. Alex wins a nice
そんな
one
理
underneath
想
the
なんか
hill,
綺麗に
but
しよう
even
っていう
look
動
at
き
the
はない
spawns,
気が
right?
する。
Like you just have number 4 Fire, he spawns top left, his teammates are spawning out bottom right. And Ravens, to their credit, doing a great job of being very aware of every single situation that can occur. But it is difficult to manage. 15 seconds
それで言えば
left
ロ
on
ンドンも
this
そうなん
hill,
だろうけど。
Zero, he just wants to play his life and rack it up. And you can see the rest of the Ravens starting to work their way towards this next hill. And I'd say any early advantage on this new point
4ポイントよりはロンドンが取れてるのか。
Obviously can't be anyone's game because again on checkmate, all about those angles.
Leave the tractor out. All about them angles.
これさ、伏せてさ、これ AR ピークするの多分強いんだろうな。みんなやってるもんな。あ、オールダウン取れたし。なんでオールダウン取れた？機内の戦いはあれか。正面が
Back over towards the A Street we now go, and it's a wonderful Parisian kill feed.
正面がシンプルに AR の打ち合いに負けたのか。
You see London spawning out, but not too far away. They are going to funnel now straight on through this back alleyway. Quick gunshots there. You can see bricks right on through that green wall just beside the hard point. They cut that player down easily. It was Fire. Now Scraps trying to hit the flank. Slow these players down off spawn. It's going to be Zero at first. Gets the kill. Nicely done. He's going to look for a few more from that back position while Fire tries to find the hard point time. Alex with a cheeky contest spot from quite far out. Here comes the engagement. In and out they go. And it's going to be Fire, who just about comes out on top, finds himself a second on a wounded Zero. And with that, the hard point still lies in the hands of Paris.
これ枚数削れるとやっぱりここ生きてくるよな。
By the way, while Scraps is in the back, he gets cut down, but still Aqua is working his way in the back. Gets the kill on Dylan, and the spawn flip is in. Shout out to Scraps for setting that one up. Maybe a couple errant players for the Ravens trying to stay alive, but now this is it, right?
パリなんか4から5の動きすごい上手い気がする。
4
から5もしてこのハーポ上手いのか。なんかガリソンの1周目の4本見たときにはーってなったけど。
Shawnee by himself, the trophy, really his only friend.
Well, his friend's gone, and with that, he's all alone. A nice bit of a rebuttal there from Fire. Finds himself 2 more, and that's it. 2 members now of Paris Legion in the hard point. The final 10 seconds here for the win. Classic, looking down the left flank. He gets picked up. There's an opening. Alex finds himself 2. Zero's there as well. 1 second remains. There's the quick contest. Fire will go down, and I will say it's 2:49. It's not over just yet. London have got the hard point for the next 20 seconds, give or take. But you have to contest perfectly. This is it. No more mistakes. Otherwise, we're going to a game 5. London can close it out here, but it's got to be absolutely perfect. Alex now with top plane control. We go back to the very center of the plane. Aqua now lined up on the right-hand side. Classic on the left. There's a big shot from Alex. Over to quickly into fire we go, and London burst into life. They have to hold this hard point absolutely perfectly. And there's been a split. Aqua's on the left-hand side. A pinch now developing. As Scraps gets in on the contest. The nades are there. They've had to leave the hard point for a brief moment. Still contesting this one. And it is as close as it could possibly come. There's the final bullet. Paris Legion just about pushed that player off the hard point. And with that chance, we've got a game 5.
Game 5 on the horizon, Miles. You asked for it.
分かんなかったけど、
and I will.
2ポ4ポが結構。
Here we go. Bomb in the hand of Dylan. We're going to see London on offense.
マイアミか。
Looks like a 3-man stack on the defense there for Paris Legion in on towards B. Only the one lone member over towards that A-bomb site. Very, very even spread here from the London Royal Ravens, and Paris Legion are like, look, there may be 1 or 2 guys here. Let's just push.
初動来てないから8番6番でクラシックとファイヤーで上がってんだろう。
Has not spotted anyone just yet, and chance with a minute left on the clock. I'm getting Arklov peak vibes here, mate.
I was honestly thinking the exact same thing. And keep in mind, you got number 7 on the map, Aqua. If the bomb is more likely to go to A, he's so far in the back and Classic on the flank. That is bomb down.
どんどん削り待ちしようとしてんだけどミスってるなこれ。
Zero does get the trade on Aqua. So hey, the A site's open. Unfortunately, you don't have the bomb, and by the time you pick it up, you see the route Classic's going to. He's going to be a pop. This might just be the devastating position that it is. There's kill number 2 for him. And maybe he gets shot in the back and cleaned up, or actually not even. Shawnee can't find him in time. There is basically no time on the clock to make any sort of play for the Ravens.
Yep. 20 seconds is all they've got. Shawnee chasing after Ghosts. Classic is long, long gone. Zero does manage to win one. It's a 2v2 with just about 15 seconds remaining. But again, so far spread these players are. And 4! Classic gets himself one more. That's going to be 3. If he kills Zero, I mean, that's it. It's going to be the ace. But at this point in time, Zero's in a lot of trouble. He does get the shot through, and it looks like Classic may have netted the ace in round 1.
I mean, that is genuinely, he didn't even need his teammates for the help. Maybe for the final kill, because that's like a cross-map beam on a guy that's like, so the help is nice, but he basically just goes on the full flank, shoots a player in the back, goes to the top balcony, shoots a player in the back, goes to driveway, shoots a player in the front, like, it is a nades never ideal position to put yourself.
Well, let's see if we can see something different from Paris now on offense. Looks like a
クラシックエースじゃん。
but I mean, Ravens got the same idea. Top piano, hello!
おおよよよ。
He's in a bit of trouble though. Nice name's gonna push his play back. Dylan! Whoa! Up over the top! Not a single given. He flies at Scraps, gets himself another one. Just like that, it's now a 1 versus 3.
やっぱホテル2階ピアノ2階っていうのかな。わかんないけど、ここさ人数かけていくの絶対強いな防衛で。
Multiple times throughout the years, Dylan does not have fear in his heart.
1枚 AR ここ残ってればここだけでクロス組めるし進行できないからもう。
But again, you're not even running towards where the actual bomb is. I'm not saying I have great advice for how to clutch a 1v3 in this situation, but it is not looking like a spot where he's trying to put himself in a winning position.
マイアミってこういう状況で 1v3 になった時点でもうきついよな。
Well, Zero's going to spot him out. This is a good luck.
バカ広いし。
Really nothing cooking for him as well.
Yeah.
まあ別に嫌いじゃないんだけどな。
I do, like, what do we even talk about in these moments? Like it's again, not that it's easy for him to win this round in these sliders. There's a 1% chance to pull it off, but
どんなにいいフランクしても AR 待たれてたら終わりだからな。
Trying to do that while being very conscious that Fire could pick up those shots on you from seemingly any angle. Miami's got people a little spooked. But here we go. It's going to be a headbutt in on towards the B-bomb site. Shawnee leading the charge, AK in hand. Perhaps going to get the trophy down for a moment, but here comes the utility. Zero does get cleaned up from the back. Beautiful shots at range there from Classic with the submachine gun.
パリはこことこっちどっちもライン上げて前で守っていくって話形なんだろうね。そもそも入らせない守り方してる。
And they're just getting picked apart. And honestly, I don't even like the strats necessarily that are getting. Meet the player at docks over towards garage. Offense apparently seeming to be a pretty big struggle for at least the Ravens. We'll see if Paris can make something happen as they're going for a more standard push towards B. couple players around front side piano. They're getting the information. And even number 8, by the way, keeping the classic sort of spot contained. Of course, though, first blood from Alex.
I mean, I was going to say, the position Aqua was in from the driveway, mate, he must have seen all 3 of them come down the street. They must have got tagged up by him.
防衛めちゃくちゃアクション起こすね。
Ravens for surviving as long as they did in that situation. 3 now, Classic with a bomb. Take the slow way back towards B, but gotta be said, Shawnee's also trying to make a move towards this one. He's now managed to reach the back alleyway. That's going to be 0 just at the front of the visitors center, crossing the street now. There's the shots from Aqua from that's the top side of the hotel. Top side of
あれかな、2v3 で相手動いてくるだろうと思って、こことここに寄せてんのかな。か純粋に、あれか、赤ここに入ったら、あ、SH かもっつって SH に寄らせるために行ってるのか。どっちだろう。どっちもあるか。
Another 20 seconds to win the gunfights and get the defuse. Here we go.
設置通すためなのか人数削るためなのかわかんないけど。
In my mind, there's no way you lose this round if you get the bomb planted for the back. You have to screw up pretty massively. Nice corner coming in from Fire. He finds the first kill. 1v3 for 0. And again, even just looking at Aqua's positioning, if things ever get dicey, he can just wrap back towards the Doc's heady, check bomb. It is as free as you can possibly get.
マイアミってこうやって寄せるだけでももうきついもんな。
He knows Fire's in the back, but again, just simply nothing you can do. So out rotated in that regard.
フェイントかけるだけでだいぶきつい気がする。
Honestly, just like what I saw. Just like right
イランってこんなに痩せてたっけ？
sort of stacking up in the middle of the map. This time we're towards the dock.
Here we go. Ravens.
もっと太ってなかったこの人。
Ravens having to commit hard to this one. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. There's the third. Tags on the fire, makes his way forward. Alex is on the hunt. Potential there to deal a bit more damage. Shawnee's got the jump up covered. This should be a plant. And a slightly difficult retake.
相手も上がってくるからガンファイトに寄ったんだよ。
But here we go.
完全に。
Fire. Just the top of Zero's head gone. That is a wonderful way to get it started. Aqua's going to catch Dylan in the street, London. They're playing their numbers, but the numbers are dwindling. It's a 2v2 now. Aqua could slide on in here to the Paramore and potentially deal the damage to Alex. Checks the corner. Alex manages to scoop them both up. And finally, the Ravens managed to stop.
角までクリアリングしてたら多分ロンドン負けてたかな今。
Their job of just who wins that top piano fight, of just who can get that little power position off the rip. Of course, though, Paris once again on the attack. Very similar setup, right? Scraps is watching that front piano cross. If anyone does, that's where Aqua is going to be posted up driveway to respond to. And Classic, he knows, because he's been the one punishing it, cannot give up this garage control. With trophies out, he knows Dylan is nearby.
Time after time, punishing them. Dylan
この形自体そんなに良くないと思うよな。
does have teammates to help him out, but again, through those little windows of the front.
ビーポの中の形は
Classic could rip him.
あんま強くない気がする。
Damage already been dealt. Back and forth we go. How this work from Classic? Trying to find the smallest of angles to work with it. Here comes the push from top bar. Top piano is about to get Liddy, and it's going to be
ここ取られたら
trying
もう
to
き
make
つく
something
ね。
happen here.
この人間。
Waiting for the nades. Trying to just find some information. Shawnee at the very back there of the alleyway. Now bringing his guns forward. Trying to find something. Scraps gets the first blood here in the battle. 30 seconds remaining on the clock, and there's going to be Shawnee trying to get involved. Heavily tagged, brought down there by Fire. Wonderful work. Fire finds another one. Dylan can't quite get it done. It's all on a 1v3 situation. They're all over the bomb site. There is 20 seconds left. Zero is about to run into a world of hurt. They will get the bomb down relatively safely. The trophies are going to make this much, much harder, and Aqua's going to be able to challenge this one. All they have to do is hold him back. 1v3 chance. It's nigh on impossible. Let's see what Zero's got. Hello.
King. Yeah, I was about to say, like, there's almost nothing. Just gets hunted down and dropped, and honestly, perfectly. They waited for Classic, and Matt, obviously, Zero going on that late flank. Not an easy spot to be in. Nice little 4-2 lead from Paris, who, well, now they've responded. They got Shawnee. He's watching the garage push out, so.
結構よくある形じゃね、
about Classic finding his way
マイア
through.
ミサーチの。
Of course, without bullying out top piano, they are waiting to find a pick.
一枚階段と
See if Paris overcommits.
ロング1枚で。
There is potential for individual engagements all across the map at this point in time. I mean, this is where we really need a
駐車場いないからすごい引いてるように見えるんだよなこれ。
Shawnee.
駐車場が見えるのスクラップスの位置だけだから。
All he finds is the trophy systems. A slight engagement there. Dylan's had to retreat. Classic shots from downrange there, and Fire at the very, very back of the alleyway are making this difficult. Lot of angles covered here on the B site. Shawnee's approach is going to have to be clinical. Has to be a decisive.
これでなんかタイヤへこむんだね。
Takes
知
a
ら
lot
な
of
かった。
damage though, and here comes the play. London are committing. The angles once again though. The trades are there. Fire's going to get it. Now Zero is bringing himself all the way in from the side of South Beach, now towards the
AR とか SR
he can get involved in
なん
this
とか
fight.
できたんだけ
May get
ど、
there
な
a
いか
little
ら
bit late.
な。
Also Aqua now bringing the reinforcements up. Scraps versus Dylan now. Heavily tagged. Dylan on the trade. Oh, not a chance. Fire brings the Diamati now to the fight, and he's going to get that one. Final 10 seconds. Zero's got to hop the fence. Find 1, 2 kills. Maybe if he can, but that's a great round from Paris Legion chance. The angles were truly covered. And that's it. Match point.
Really was. The angles being covered.
確かにパリのラインの作り方が強い。
That really
うまい気がする。
he got too important.
It's so important, dude. They're the most like incredibly important kills. Whew, here we go. 3-man pushing towards B as is tradition. No love for that A bomb site over by the bicycle store. Fire. Slow approach once again. Classic back to his same old door. No trophies this time to stop anything being thrown their way, and London have got that top piano control. No trophies though in that situation either. So again, I mean, you've got to be careful. And not everyone has thrown their utilities and their lethals, so stun check good. Shawnee with the angle now from the Evermore Hotel. There's Classic. Oh my word. Almost quite literally shot the nade out of his hand. Slight change now from Paris chance. They're just sort of ruffling a little bit. Is this going to be it? Here comes the wind up. They're going for it. Classic and Scraps making their way forward. Fire now. Guns up. This is aggressive. Shawnee though from down low lane. Pro, the oldest trick in the book, finds one. Still the exchanges slowly but surely as the trades start to work through. Shawnee lives to fight another day.
一応クロス組まれてからこれに関してはきついな。2回と2かなん
Anxious
かし
at
な
the
いと。
push maybe coming in from behind. In the streets though, it's going to be Zero versus Aqua, and that's going to be the easy kill. Scraps last man left alive with 10 seconds remaining. Honestly, go for the bomb. There it is.
3 different players, so if you're not bullying out for that top piano, it is incredibly difficult. And again, just not having these snipers makes it that much trickier. Ravens on the attack. They're going straight through mid, potentially to A. Aqua, massive first blood. Stops that push in its tracks, and you can see no one pushing up the beach to even force Aqua out. He's just big chilling back by Visitor Center.
Yeah, this is the perfect read for now. Minute left on the clock again.
マリは A 方面に今見えてても
Problems with such
形は
large
変えないん
maps,
だね。
you must be decisive. Alex is waiting for someone to make a mistake here, but you are burning the clock literally. Any opportunity to make a big play here. Classic tagged up heavily. It's going to give London the thought now to maybe make a bit of a run. But again, the angle's covered right now by Paris Legion. They are eliminating their options without at least an exchange of gunfire. You're going to get into a fight no matter what happens. But we're going away. They may have slipped the net there. I think Paris, they've definitely caught a whiff of something. The spidey senses are tingling, but there's no guarantee. Again, you have to go. 20 seconds remaining. Alex is down with a bomb. This could be it. Zero's got a lot of work to do. Shawnee making his way through the middle of the map.
時間ないこれ。
One kill is good for now. 13 seconds. Bomb's going to be grabbed. You've got to get straight on top of this one now for Zero. The final 10 seconds, he has to plant the bomb. Unless Shawnee can get 3 kills, but God knows, at this point in time, it's nearly impossible. Is that going to be the arm? It is. Just in the nick of time. Classic will easily be able to dispatch Shawnee. And it's a 1v3 now for Zero.
これはもうきついでしょ。ただ。
And that is that.
これめっちゃブツブツやん。強っ。
Looking for that AC unit, it's a second too late, and it's that just makes things impossible. You have to pick up the bomb, you're going to be exposed. Classic is sitting in like
なんか雰囲気が僕の高校の時の友達に似てね。
Be concerned about too many angles, too much to do. And I think that was maybe 3 rounds for the raid.
We had fantastic performance from him when it was the ace.
AR なんだ。
General ruckus he caused all across the map. 10 and 6 overall. Again, Scraps, we brought it up. 3 and again, it's about 3-2. Incredibly important.
よし。疲れたし、ライブ配信終了すっか。お疲れー。